Hello, hello, Doomslayers. How are we doing on this fine afternoon? Bing bong. Look at us there. Holding 250. Easy peasy, innit? Is it though? Is it? I'm getting the highs back in the chat. Excellent. Everybody's here. We shall begin the technical analysis portion of the show shortly. Yeah, exactly. Their Citadel carrying out. They'll be carrying their boxes. Their Iron Mountain boxes, Nacho. That's like what those boxes are normally used for. Is after you've finished your day at the bank, you have to make sure everything's in line with compliance. Though all of this stuff is constantly, these rules are constantly transgressed, as I can tell you from having worked at the bank and broken all of these rules myself. Because who can be arsed following all the rules, right? This is the truth. So what you do is you break all the rules, and then come the end of the week, you need to turn the volume up. Says somebody. Says everybody. Is that any louder? That's just it closer to my face. I wonder if I can make it louder than loud. That's it. It's loudest on that setting. There is an app for this microphone that you can download and it'll make everything better, but I haven't done it. Part of the reason I'm sound quiet is probably because I'm speaking quietly, which will be due to the fact that earlier I was flying on the Pfizer. Absolutely flying. Hello, Rachel Schmidt. Jimmy, we want to see you. I want to see you too, Rachel. This is the problem, right? You will get your wish in a moment, but I may never be able to see you, Rachel. 2.6 million volume? Lols, says Gunnar. Yeah, those boxes, right, that they leave with, that you see them when shit hits the fan, right? They don't have a bag that they take to work every day, expecting to get fired. So they have to have something to carry their shit home in. And the shit that they carry it in is these boxes. They're Iron Mountain boxes. That's the one we were always using. I'm pretty sure that's the one they all use over there too. It's the same banks. Specifically, it is the same bank. Anyway, Iron Mountain's where you, once you've faked all your compliance at the end of the week, you tuck it all away inside these Iron Mountain boxes and you get it shipped out to the warehouse where, just in case the FCA come to check up on you or somebody comes in to audit your fund, that it looks like you stuck to all the rules, but of course you don't. You just do it at the end of the week. And trust me, even at the end of the week, you can't be arsed doing it properly, so all the stuff's not done properly then either. And those Iron Mountain boxes, they get delivered to you flat, right? So if you ever see them walking out with a cardboard box while they're shit in it, those people have had to fold that box up themselves, right? It didn't fold itself, right? They folded it. They sat at their desk thinking about how they were getting kicked out in a minute, and that time they were having to crease the edges of their cardboard so that it would bend properly, just so that it had the right structural integrity to carry their shite when they were getting kicked out. So, yeah, look out for the logo Iron Mountain. That's what we're looking for. The new floor is when we see them carrying their Iron Mountain boxes out the front door. And there's rotten cabbages being thrown at them. Although I don't condone any of that. I'm only about financial ultra-violence. When it comes to real life, I think you should leave people alone, especially once you've put them in a misery. Which is what we're going to do. We're going to bring them and introduce them to lifelong misery, reputational destruction, career-ending losses, company liquidation, and that'll be that. That'll be the end of them in this world. Although you think that's the end of them in this world. And they always manage to try and sneak their way back up and sneak their way out. So if you know about McKinsey, the old CEO of Enron, the biggest disaster in corporate fraud history, who robbed millions of Americans from their pension, is starting a new fund, a new energy software business. And if you want to work with one of the worst culprits of financial crime in the history of your lifetime, you can now donate to his fund. And I don't know about you, Doomslayers, but I think McKinsey popping his head up now is probably the worst time he could have chosen to do it in any of the past 15 years. So, you know, there will be plenty of places to turn our attentions to once we've dealt with Ken and his cronies. No doubt about that. So what time is it now? 39, so we've got 20 minutes left in the end of the day. Well, we had some excellent news if you're a fan of the Tradespotting community. The camera will be going up shortly. Apologies for anybody who's waiting to see that sort of thing. This is the 1 minute chart in front of us. Perhaps a little bit busy with all these things on, so we'll turn off the EMAs. We'll even scrunch it down here. Tilt across so you can see this particular fib we're operating at the minute. This is from our recent highs. This we made over here, and the retracement down so far that took us to here. And with the retracement on it, on that move, we were above the 236, but we didn't manage to hold it particularly well and stalled at the 382 and back underneath the 236 again. We need to confirm above the 236 on a significant timeline in order to start targeting higher areas. This is a doji candle when we closed above it earlier, that 4 hours there. Not particularly fantastic. Mind you, it wasn't at the very bottom of the trend. If it had been, we could have said that might be the start of a reversal. In fact, it was at the top of a pullback, so that's not particularly positive. And, well, what do you expect to happen on a Friday? Contracts are expiring, and market makers and other participants are already losing shitloads. I mean, there's heaps of fucking puts going boom, boom, boom today. Soon, in a few hours, not a few hours, like literally it's counting down in minutes. You know, this is your time to expiration date, but the expiration time will actually be tomorrow. But this is it, and it's 251 there. We could check out the max pain information. We'll do all that stuff when we get down to the technical analysis, which we will be doing in the last minutes of the day. But in a lead up to that, we've got other things to do, one of which is talk about this fantastic advert that RiverJumper84, that's user//RiverJumper84, made an amazing Gamestop advert of a series of adverts that he's made, which themselves are better than most adverts you'll ever see on television. And he made them, and they're an amazing credit to the community he is and his work. And amazingly, I've featured in one of them. Where is it? Here. Are we looking at that? Can you guys see the same thing I can see? Yes. And this was the advert from RiverJumper, which a lot of people might have seen. I wouldn't count out a reversal. Happy Friday, Jamie and chat. Happy Friday, everybody. This is the advert that was made. Fantastic as too. That's gonna go here. And we'll full screen this mother. Can you see it if I'm on full screen? Maybe you can't actually, because I don't know. Anyway, here we go.
Closing time? Closing time.
And we hold on our shares. We're going to own the biggest company in the fucking world, and we're going to call it whatever the fuck we want. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want, because we're not listening to any of the shit that people put us through in 1998, in 2008, and they're trying to fucking do it again now. And we're not taking it anymore. We're not taking it anymore. We know what you did. We know what you did to our communities. We know what you did to our country. We know you did to our countries. We know what you did to the insurance companies that were supposed to provide for people. We know how you fuck things up now. And you're gonna get fucked up.
Overtime? Overtime.
And we're never, ever ever going back to reasonable land.
Hello, this is Marge calling. So, whoever River Jumper 84 is in real life, you're a fucking absolute legend, mate. Total legend. Thanks so much for including me in that. It's amazing. Love this GameStop community. I love every one of you apes. And wow, do I love that guy or what? He's an absolute fucking legend. So I'll be back in 2 seconds to start a technical analysis. Whoop whoop. If you don't like the music I'm about to put on, feel free to tell me all about it, and we'll have an argument in a few minutes. I love those arguments. Dead silence, you say? Dead silence? Well, we can't have that. This is supposed to be a fucking professional production over here. So, chat, the technical difficulties that we have been experiencing here, they are due to the fact that I am Pfizered to fuck. Thanks very much to Moira, who injected me. Muted YouTube, says Sarker. Legend. I wonder what you're saying. Fine then, keep your secrets. Dude, you're wasting your good DD. I'm a fucking waster. Cutting in and out now, is it? Jamie Pro YouTuber here to fucking show the other YouTubers where it's at. Yesterday I called Graham Stephan out for his comments about GME. And I feel if he wanted to clap back, he'd have a perfectly good angle of attack, right? What with me fucking everything up over here. But, like, I rely on the quality of the Doomslayers, okay? This is not about how good my camera is. There is a new one on the way, thanks to the generosity of people in chat, but my camera currently, as you can see me, is on a 2018 Xiaomi piece of shit mobile phone, and I trade for a living. That's what I do. That's my life. That's how I live it. The bed you see behind me is not my bed. This is a spare bedroom where I live, but I often sleep there because I spend my life doing charts at the computer working, and when I get a chance here streaming with your lovely selves. So to that person who said yesterday, why don't you turn off donations? Like I don't have that chat. Well, my response first off, when people say like, why don't you turn off donations, is why aren't you streaming about GME, the greatest story ever told about the greatest show we've ever seen? Why are you not live streaming? And then afterwards, perhaps we can have a conversation about doing work for free and whether or not you personally think I deserve it, the odd person to chuck in some money here as we go along. So that would be my response to that lovely person in chat who asked that. And let me fix that fib that I did in a rush before the live stream, right? That's the top of it. And what's the bottom? Is it similarly incorrect? Yes, so that's a bit better, and that'll put our horizontal support and resistance off, but not to the point that it changes any of the analysis. What's the time? 52. We've got 8 minutes left, right? So the 15-minute chandles, they're already in the last one of these. Down to the 5 minutes, we're also approaching the second, or in the second last. This people might be calling a wedge. People do like to talk about wedges, and I understand because, well, they're fucking everywhere, aren't they? Any chart like on screen at the minute, I'm sure I could give you 15 odd wedges I could draw right now. And they are there. They are wedges. They are real. You can measure them and do whatever you want with them. But depending on the shape and the type of the wedge, broadening wedge, rising, etc., will have different measured moves. And to be honest, I'm not really a pattern trader. It's something I use to add to my technical analysis, but it isn't my technical analysis itself. So we've got 7 minutes left. Oh my god, I should be going crazy. I mean, we're finishing above 250 again, right? That's like incredible. That's incredible, chat. It's brilliant. It's brilliant because all of this area that we came out of could easily have been a quicksand that we slipped back into, and any effort we tried to move through would have actually got us deeper and deeper. But none of that happened because, as you can see from our RSI, the purchasing power kept increasing. There was a touch of bearish divergence between these two highs here, so we came back down. You know, it's higher on the oscillator, on the price, but it's lower on the oscillator, and it's never fantastic to see that. But in the trending moves, you do get that every so often, and this was thrusting in a response to this drop, this recovery from what you would say would be 382 of the fib that we've played with since we've been up here, right, chat? This is this fib that we drew in down here that took us up. We're on 5 minute chart, so there are other fibs, and we'll get to them as and when the markets close. We'll still have the aftermarket prices on, so if you want to notice them, want to see them, 250 spot 78 at the minute. And we'll be covering everything that happens between now and the end of the stream, including the aftermarket prices. So stay tuned if that's what you're up for. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Every view is appreciated. Every one of you, likewise. I cover technical analysis on GME. We've got lots of new people, I imagine, from the advert, from Riverjumper84. What a legend that guy is, and everybody over there that does all those creative efforts towards the cause. They're all fucking legends. I hope you don't mind me showing that video. I thought I might probably get away with it because I'm in it and whatnot, but also make sure you give him a shout out. It's him that deserves the credit for all the creative effort that was put into that. Also, so he's u/Riverjumper84 on Reddit. And what else? Yeah, I was trying to repost a wee reply to him and say thanks, but for some reason I wasn't able to. I'm not sure if that's in the restrictions or if my phone was just being crap, because like we say, it's a crap phone, and you can tell you're the one watching me on it right now. So, are you actually? Is it all working? Yes, it is. Jamie, look at the order book Algo's running. Can you comment on the order book? I can comment on the order book. I call it the Book of Lies. Like, you're absolutely wasting your time on the order book. Unless you're currently thinking of executing an order and you want to see what's going to happen when you drop it in there. And even then, you've got no guarantee that those orders that you're looking at are going to want anything to do with your order, right? They might have their own particular agenda. The order book is full of lies. You can't trust it for anything. The only thing you'll ever be able to use it for with any utility whatsoever is to see a wall coming, and that wall in and of itself isn't something you'll ever be able to derive any meaningful understanding from either. The only thing you will be able to do is see how those orders react when price action meets the wall. And at that point, even immediately, you won't know, but you'll have a fairly strong idea of what market participants you're up against. And that's what I use the order book for at that point. At all other times, I'll have it turned off on my trading platform. If they choose to show me it, I'll have it hidden, because I don't want to see those lies. You know, I know that they're put there to influence me, so I'm not interested in any shape, or fashion or form, and it can have an intense effect on your psychology looking at those sort of things. So what I prefer to do is stick on the recent trades, if you have one. Most exchanges don't. If you have the recent trades going through and you can look at that, that's much more revealing. And if you can keep your eye on open interest, then that's much more interesting, right? The open interest also equally, it's all current open trades that have not been exercised or expired or settled, right? All outstanding open trades. That's what open interest is, and that's real money that's like got an agenda, and most of it is subscribed and public and there for you to see. And that sort of information is incredibly useful, and will take up all of your time that you have for doing analysis on monies in the market and other market players. Jamie, did you like the video I sent you that you and Rocky were mentioned in? No, which video was that? I didn't see it, K King. Although I have seen a lot recently from a lot of nice YouTubers who've been shouting me out. That's really appreciated. Jackson, who I've talked about a few times, nice guy. Cosmic Warrior, legend. Rocky, all day, every day, always shouting me out, legend. Thanks very much. Jamie, you're an hour early, lol. Am I? Have I set it up for an hour early? I have. Markets don't close for fucking ages. Look at that, chat. Extra time with Jamie. This is this Pfizer jab fucking does to you, I'm telling you. Am I an hour early? Power hour incoming. Fucking I am. I'm that Pfizered. I'm that Pfizered. I don't actually know what anything's happening anymore, right? I've got no idea. I was going to have this coffee, but it seems to have disappeared, and it can only have been me that drank it, because Coco hates coffee. I know it for a fact. Tradespotting, super chats. Am I missing super chats as well? Is everything just not showing up now? This is the... Yeah, let me see. Ravish J, super chat is $6. Stop rushing it. We have 64 minutes left. Wow, that was me clanging the bell. I do like my bing bongs. You know what I mean? Getting ahead of myself. Market closes in 67 minutes. You vaccinated tube. Thanks, Harker. Waiter, I was super chatted $5. I would like to hire you as the audio video tech for Doomslayer Moas Party. Fuck yeah, man. That'll be brilliant. That's the perfect job for me. Yep, I like plugging things in. So I'll slap the wires into different things. I'll probably just fuck it all up like I usually do, and we'll have DFV on the mic, and I'll be completely fucking undermining it with everything I'm doing in the background. Joe, DFV, shout out, nice tweet. So that's what happened, right? I got my Pfizer vaccine, and Lady Moira was like, go and take a seat over there, Jimbo. I know what you're all about. She did spot me for a wise one, because I was really pushing the GME on her. As you do, right? What else are you going to talk about? Fucking the weather. So I was like, no bother, Moira, see you later. Went to sat down, opened my phone, went to Twitter, because where are you going to go for 5 minutes, right? That's the only thing good about Twitter. That or Tinder, but it's like more of a toilet kind of activity for me. So I was on Tinder, and then I saw Roaring Kitty. Why do I keep saying Quitty? Roaring Kitty. Cutie. Roaring Cutie. Hey, cutie, Rory, cutie. I was like, ha, he's tweeted, right? And I lifted it up, out of like, I don't know what it is, habit or something. Usually when I look at Roaring Cutie's tweets, I'm here with yous, right? So I was like, no buying pressure or volume. They will pin it below 250. Those fucking bastards. Yeah, that's what they're going to try and do. They're going to pin it below 250. That's their aim. But it's the last power hour now, right? So I was completely wrong. I thought we were in power hour an hour ago, but that's what it's like when you travel from the future. It's kind of difficult to keep track of time. Anyway, so I saw he tweeted, and I lifted my phone up just out of like, I don't know, to like the chick who sat behind a screen on the left, also waiting, to be like, yo, like he's tweeted, like, it's like a group thing, eh? You can't just look at it on your own without talking about it with anyone. You at least have to talk about it with someone on Twitter. But I was just like, yo, and she was looking at me like, hey, as you would. And at that moment, I realised this shit gets you high, right? I'm a little bit high. And then, like, I've been up and down for like a couple of hours since that. Now, don't know what it is. What did they put in my fucking vaccine exactly? I reckon there's something in it, like, to deliver it, right? Because first 15 minutes, you know that feeling when you're going out and you're like, it's like the third night in a row, right? Or longer. And for some reason, keep rocking the positive things. Yo, Cameron. Oh, it's you, Cameron Mirza. How you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Thanks very much. That's very generous of you. And I'll get to other messages. I've missed these other messages, haven't I? Have I? I've missed loads of them. There's Daniel too. Yo, Daniel. So anyway, I realised at that moment I was high, and since then I've had this feeling like, you know what, like you got high. It's like you've been out far too often. You need to go to sleep. And so for some reason, someone's like persuaded you to go out again, and for some reason you thought it was a good idea, and you're like, yeah, I could break it down like this, and you're like, yeah, fuck it, like try to really get into it. What are you doing in the price action, you fucking evil bastards? You evil bastards. Oh, look, I drew that on. Oh, did I predict that? I can't remember. Yo, Coco, how's it going? And don't expect me to remember this conversation in 5 minutes either. So I don't actually know. I've forgotten what it was myself. Who cares? Yo, yeah. So flying on the Pfizer. So I've been up and down since that happened. I really want to drink a coffee, but there's only sugar left in this, so I'm going to have to go and make one. So that's going to happen, chat. Expect me, get up and leave. And I'm super sorry. I should have been making better advantage of today, like capitalizing on the excellent work of River Jumper 84 in order to say hi to all the new people who've turned up, and hi, we really appreciate it. Desperately you are. I'm just fucking high myself, so I'm not completely thinking straight about anything, either the microphone volume or taking care of Coco or taking care of myself, and so I'm going to have to get that cup of coffee in a moment. But in the meantime, we'll have a look at this, because the power hour's starting. In it, yo, power hour's starting. I can break it down like this. So am I getting copyright fucking striked already? I may well be, in which case, if I am, I'm going all balls to the walls and just slapping on voice noise in a minute. Yeah, I'm already singing it in my head. And that also what I was doing, yeah, I've made a Spotify squeeze list, right? It's called The Squeeze. And if you want, you can follow me on Spotify, and you'll be able to listen to what I've currently got set up as 32 tracks of absolute fucking jaw-dropping beats. Motherfuckers! Yeah, so it's not really all that, I would like it to finish higher, because, today's also the weekly close, right? So the higher the better. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Bam, bam, bam. But as you can see, it's fantastic on the weekly chart. We're on log, yeah, so... and you would have expected something here, right? On the weekly chart means you'll expect moves to happen, and you'll see them over the weekly. There's your generous. If you say that was a supply line, the truth is something far more like that. And that's on a high level timeline, right? You drop down there and that's even steeper. Well, it's not the incline of it that's important, is it really? It's like, and to be honest, it's now dead. We broke through it, right? Like, I think I probably would have described that as dead at the time. I can't quite remember what I was saying it, but when you do kill a supply line, you have killed it. And many of those market participants flip their trades at the same point, so even if a retest of it is a good entry for all sorts of different reasons. And as you can see, the indicators I've got down here, this is accumulation distribution with markers, right? So if you're either one of the other YouTubers who follows along here and doesn't give me credit, buddy, shout out to you. And that, it's like, well, we all see the same charts, right? We can all see the same thing on the charts and that. But when you go from having never used any of the shit I use every day to all of a sudden using it on your stream and acting like, you know, you've done this shit before and then do it slightly wrong, it's kind of obvious, right? Anyway, fuck it, whatever. Everybody's there to judge and do what they want. And I'm in this not for money or glory, as Rocky's pointed out earlier today. And what the fuck, Rocky stream this morning, if you didn't see it, go and watch it. It's fucking brilliant. This stuff's amazing. This group of apes we're with, and Rocky's one of them. And it's obviously he's my brother, but like, so proud of him seeing that. And we could have done a watch party, but well, this is our watch party. It doesn't need to be on the weekly chart. It's really having fucking ruining the excitement there. You know, other streamers have it on the 1 minute, and they don't like these candle bars because 1 minute price action's fucking stupid. So it doesn't even print like something that you can look at, right? It looks like it's like a regurgitated pizza or something. So they have to use different type of candles. Well, not even candles themselves. Like, you can change them here. Bars, candles, hollow candles, whatever. And this is like, they'll use bars and they'll be like, hey, oh, yo, look, and that. It's like, fuck off with your bars. Like, although I did use bars when I was at work, that was what I used. Anyway, at work, fuck it, whatever. Still at work. 246.74. So this is it. Like, these are the bargains that people are getting. They were getting them the other day. Now they're getting them again. This is 236 there. And that's the full retrace on that. That was from the drop down we drew it to here. So now that we're back down there, that's not super positive. We did want it to hold this 236. That's the 4 hour. That doji is what wasn't good for us in terms of people who trade candlestick patterns anyway. And like, I think they're a good final a box to tick if you're taking a trade, though they're not a reason to take one in the first instance. For me anyway. So this is the hourly candle here. It's just started at this level, but that previous one was a low, obviously lower than here. New low on hourly. That low came in on the RSI. We predicted there was a degree of a measured move. When did we do this? I can't remember, right, because I'm Pfizered to fuck, but this was probably yesterday we drew this. This is a head and shoulders on the RSI, and we said that it was likely to get some sort of a move. This is on still on auto, right? So, and we drew this, didn't we? And we said, like, if it did break down, it's likely to do something like that, but you can't get minus, right? And anyway, you'd only get 60%, and the chances of it going 60% or somewhere around there, and you might get a bit of a dump, and that's what we thought might happen yesterday. And we wanted our price action to respond well after the drop. It held the 236 temporarily, which was a positive. But has no implications for price action now that we're putting in candle closes down below here. So when it comes to measuring areas against each other, it is preferable to have like for like, so candle body against candle body and wick to wick and so on. But you know, that's not the be all and end all. This is still like equivalent to these sort of drops, and so if you were looking at it, that sort of thing on the RSI, you would say the RSI is lower, but the price action like isn't in here, but it is in terms of candle closes. So then, and with your divergence, I mean, you pick which suits your trades and what you seem to work. But when I'm measuring divergence, I tend to find it be more reliable to go on the body closes. So here you've got like a lower, a higher RSI, but a lower price on price action. So it's making a new extreme on the price action, but the RSI itself isn't, right? So that's bullish, right? So there's a degree of positivity in this. It also will be a test of this double that would come in and put in a double bottom, right? So there's two reasons why this would be a buy, right? One, because it would just generally would be anyway. The test of what is perhaps support, right? Because that didn't get any further for a reason, that drop. And it's because this is a bargain, right? It's been a bargain for fucking ages. And it was still a bargain up there, but that doesn't mean that you aren't getting it cheaper here. And if you're asking me about value, well, this, like, what's it worth to you, right? A chance at changing the world, a chance at changing your entire life, and that happening within a time frame that you can look forward to and enjoy the prospect of happening. Well, there's fuck all things like that, and if you're asking for a ticket for 248 quid, like, that's a fucking bargain, right? That's why that's my answer to that question every single day that anyone will ever ask me it. And here's people picking this up already, so we'll see how that goes. Because anywhere in and around here is a buy. And if you're thinking about, like, oh, well, what about expiries, you know, this and that, and out of the money, and like in the money, and where's the max pain zone? We'll check that out now, like the max pain. Max. No, I didn't want max. Although I do shout out to Max in chat. Max pain GME. Yo. Hit me with it. Right. So they're very popular. $300 strike price. $260 calls. So we are finishing somewhere near max pain then, I imagine. Well, we've not finished yet, but yeah, this zone is quite a wide range there. We'd be fine. In terms of where that means with regards to strike price open interest, right, which is how you would take this a lot further than what I'm about to do, but yeah, so like this is still part of the same trend and move. Absolutely nothing's changed based on this options expiry, based on what we can derive from that, what market makers will be doing. Yeah, so there's a lot of interest in these there's a lot of interest in these calls expiring. Well, these ones, they say these ones expire today, right? So like, I mean, like that exact information I would take from somewhere else, but like what these two things show us is that that's nothing different, right? These are the market makers, and this expiry that close to these and that far away from those strike prices, those popular strike prices, means that there's not really been a change, right? There's been no difference in the market makers' behavior from a week ago. You know, this was the break has been confirmed in my mind. Like the whole pattern of the charts and the option chain again changed like there last week, as it's been doing every month around that time, all the time. And coincides completely and utterly by coincidence with all of the cheeky bastards' failure to deliver activities. And so it seems as though everything's continuing in the same vein from what we've been saying there. And like, you know, I don't even know if I actually said what I was thinking out loud there, but the point being, we're expiring on the right side of the strike price for a lot of the puts to watch them explode. And I presume that the people who watch this stream there, sorry, I was on the wrong thing. People who watch this stream follow the advice I would try to give out if I am giving out advice, which I am, because this isn't financial advice. Look, it says it there above my head, not financial advice. And if that says it there, that's fact. There it is in black and white. If I was giving advice, it would be like buy option contracts that expire in 2 weeks and perhaps up to, you know, a couple of months. Because you'll be able to do reasonable technical analysis that will derive you statistically reliable outcomes within that time frame. And so if there are anybody is here expiring on those particular contracts, When would they have been bought? Right, well, hopefully that they would have been bought a couple of weeks ago, or more, in which case you would have shifted them and made a bit of money. So hopefully something like that's happened to this audience anyway. And if not, and you're like, how making significant trades and you're doing options, I can't give you financial advice, but if you do want to swing something by me, a question, I'll give you like an answer to tell you like what you're about to do will completely wreck your bank account or not. I can tell you that. So that would be like the best thing, the closest I'd get to giving you advice. So like, here's these roaring cutie roaring cutie tweet that from last night that was really good, and this is him in Glasgow, not him, though he doesn't look all that different from Mr. Brightside. That's him in Glasgow, and I think it's no, it might not be. Well, anyway, here it is underneath. That's him in Glasgow. I'm not going to play this because I'll definitely get a copyright strike. It's not really worth it. I fucking love that song. Look on the bright side. Yeah, so like this is it. We had such a positive price action during the week, and this Friday expiry might feel disappointing to some people, especially if they're option traders and they're like expiring out of the money, and they decided to hold on to those contracts and whatnot. That could be a bit of a bummer. So I hope that's not any of you. And what else do I think about this particular thing? Yes. So where will you get your good re-entries? Is that what we're looking at today? Is it? I can't remember. I'm supposed to have a drink, but Rocky's not here yet. Is he here yet? Where is this chat thing? Where are all the chat at? Where is chat? I'm going to say hello to people. How many? 648 viewers. That's about what we've been getting on the regular since you chaps added me to your Monday milk. Thanks for that. And girls, all appreciated. I've noticed that my roaring cutie, exactly. I've noticed that my why am I sat on a weekly chart again? Why did I do that? It's because the weekly expiry, right? Yeah, that's what's important today anyway, right? It's much more important than any other candle close that you'll see this week. Well, actually, this week it's the 4th, so we've actually had the monthly close earlier on. So that, like, on the 1 in 4 chance I'd be wrong saying that statement, and on that occasion I was. So does that mean it's not my lucky day? Does it? Fuck, I don't have those sort of days. And the harder I practice, the less of them I have. So price action closing at around 250. That's what we would be looking for, not because of anything in particular, right? The truth is, just finishing above 220 is like the significant level of support and resistance that we want to beat. Maybe you call it 227. If you were a pessimist, you'd want to see it above that. But anything above that's positive, right? So even if you are a pessimistic kind of person, if you're holding shares and you've got non-risky option trades that aren't expiring today, then you're looking at this sitting pretty laughing, right? Especially if you've looked at everybody over in AMC's had to go through with their 40-odd% drops and overnight, and their heroes turning into whatever the fuck that is. Like, I'm not even going into that. Rocky's covered it perfectly well earlier. Get what you fucking pay for, that's what I say. Yo, Cokie. Yo, Coco. Cokity dokity. Coconut. Mademoiselle Coco Chanel. You are such a cheeky little minx. Get off my feet. Yeah, so AMC 47.89. Fuck, that's tough. That was that recovery. That was over here. That's that fib. That's up there. That's it. What for me? It won't let me be up to be. What did we say here? It was up here, and we said it's probably going to go down to there. Did we? That looks like what that means. Which is what so far it's done, and then we said it'll probably bounce and go back up to, but not quite as high, but there. So let's see if it does that, right? I guess there's your AMCTA, and you can have more if you want it. You just have to follow me and ask for AMCTA, because this is the GME show, right? That's what it is. Although loads of us are in AMC, I've got some myself. It's not much. It's like, I thought it was 14, turns out it's 18. Doesn't make fuck all difference. It'll leave me there forever. I'm not selling it. This isn't a money play for me. I actually trade other things, and that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Like, I don't make money from YouTube. Like, that's not what I do, right? I mean, it would be nice. I'm not against it, but that's not what happens here. This isn't that kind of channel, right? I've only been going a while, and I've only been paid $1.94, and not you're asking for money, literally never done that, but I have had really generous people who support the channel, and thanks very much, shout out to them. And on that note, yeah, so the bed you can see behind me isn't my bed, but I sleep there because I do charts all the time, every day, and most of my money is in a trading account, which is what I use to live on. That's what pays and funds for my life and other people's lives who depend on me. and mortgages and bills and everything. So you can tell me to turn off the donations, and I'll tell you, well, you fucking fill in for me then. You bring your professional experience and all of the stuff you've learned over the past 2 decades trading, give it away for free, and I'll happily fucking tune in and watch. And if you turn your donations thing on, I'll chuck you money as well. Fucking more power to you, mate. So that's what that is. What is this fucking downward sloping line here? Oh, that's from the weekly, right? Well, we don't need that anymore because we've talked about it, and the weekly was fine. Where did that fly come from? Coco, you usually eat those things. You grab that. So 248 spot 39. That's positive. Is this a buy? Yes, like to a touch of bullish divergence, perhaps. If you go on the body close, if you go on the wick, then it's just equal. With regards to that formation we see on the RSI, like this is the idea of like this overall head and shoulders thing, like that's pretty weak, right? Really, that was just like I can't remember, right? I think I drew it in yesterday, and I think what I've been doing at the time was anticipating that today might not be the most amazing of all days in the world, and I drew that in to suggest it'd be a down move. But once you do that in, you can see that there's actually like, and I think I might have even done this recently, some sort of channel on the go there too. And you want to see this break the top side of this sort of thing, and that's what you're really looking for when you're holding this sort of an asset, when you're not paper handing out of the fucking thing all the time. And you don't really give two flying fucks what it does down here, right? Especially if you got it anywhere in around $30, or alternatively if you were buying it back last year at $4, right? 7, 9, right? 27, all those prices. Then it went up to 483, and then it went back down to 35. Then you don't give a flying fuck if it goes from 249 to 227. In fact, you're probably welcome to see it go there if it's a violent reaction that would come back. And you'd have people like me who would say, well, I'm going to take an extra chunk out of that trading account that I used to live on. I'm going to put it over here in GME because it seems like even more of a fucking bargain, which it is. We've been looking at this for months. We're on a particular type of move, and it's taken us way, way, way higher. So like the fact that we go through this sort of stuff, something that's not even a big fucking deal, hasn't been in ages. 249 spot 18. 249 spot 18. Star date. Get it right fucking round you. We're closing another weekly candle up above 227. And you said we were fucked for $36. Like, who's laughing now, fuckers? And you get the odd people who come in and be like, oh, I entered up here and I'm shorting it, and I'm it's like, hey, good for you. Like, well, you've only been here 5 minutes. Let's see what you're saying next week, YouTube. Anyway, what's everybody saying? You don't want to be staring at a 15-minute RSI over and over, especially when it looks like it's got some sort of recovery on the go and it might be reflected in price action. Accumulation distribution on a 15-minute chart, you'd have to be a total lunatic to spend your time looking at that. So a strong period of volatility, as we can see here from Rocky Outcrop's DMI, it's coming in with the background, going bing, there's some shit coming up, which is like to do with this ADX in this zone, which is like highly volatile area. We can expect that when this spring, which is winding up here, closes, like with this springs off, right, this background will stop being highlighted with that opaque white background. At that point, prices will move, right? They'll do a move. I don't know how much of a percentage move. That's not really the point. Is that they'll do the loosening of this built-up tension will be just manifest on price action. At which point we might even see us hitting up at 255 spot 51. That would be lovely. But that is then equaling our previous high, so might be asking much. You could just look at us at 251 spot 62, but anywhere up in the low 250s is like putting up a fight at the end of the day and at the end of Friday, and that's pretty positive. And do I think that's a good decision? Well, yes. What's going to happen over the weekend? Like, this is a natural reaction to the bearish divergence that we saw on the 4-hour candle. If you go across here, right, this is what we were talking about before. Prices weren't as high. Like, this is like so AndrewMoMoney, for example, who's welcome to keep using the technical analysis skills that I put out there, and he's got a much bigger audience than me, and he gets loads and loads of donations constantly. When people like that start referencing where they got their work from, that they're doing and they're putting out there and getting paid for, and they're investing in AMC, right? He's an AMC ape, and this is stuff that's coming from somebody who's putting it out there, genuinely putting out good content for GME apes. That's where this is really coming from. If you benefit because you also hold AMC, That's because you are a GME ape also holding AMC, right? That's who this audience is I'm looking to speak to, right? That's who my audience are. They were probably not even in AMC, most of them. And that's just that, right? And I don't want any fucking arguments about it, and I don't want people asking me why that is, because I've not got time to explain to anybody anything any fucking more. I'll tell you what what I think, and that's like useful for her. If it isn't, then you're slowing me down. So the point of them, and I'm already slowing my fucking self down with this virus vaccine, whatever it is, Novichok. So this is what it works like, right? Everyone who's copying this and putting it out there and benefiting from it, and then fucking I'm getting stupid comments about turn off donations. Go fuck yourself with your nonsense, right? So here's your high that we put in previously, right? Here's us approaching it on this move, right? And this was really fucking extended, right? This is a really extended move. Of constantly through it, I was saying, look, we're going to at some point go through a 236 retrace on this. And I was drawing this fib out, right? And every time I got up somewhere, I was like, if this doesn't break the 236, we're going up to the 1414 on the previous drop down, or like going up to the 382 or whatever. Like at the point here, I was calling these moves. I was saying, I mean, whatever. Everyone who's here knows it, right? So I was saying, if we don't break the 236, we're going to the next target. We got to the next target, and then there was a tiny pullback. I said, if we don't drop back to 236, we're going up to the next target. We got up to the next target. I said, if we're going down to the 236 now, we're at least going down. We did. We touched it. Right, prices were bought up again, went through a previous high, came down here, went down to the 382, right? That was quite a big one, right? Like, I'm laughing as I say that because it's not, right? You have to go through the 236 for it to be anything, and 382 isn't. So you're taking notes, copy this down in your jotter books if you're another YouTuber copying this stuff and not giving out credit. And you can do, right? Because I learned shit off Rocky Outcrop and I give him credit, right? I learned loads of stuff off Ballypoor about how to use the historical volatility percentile, and I put it out there and give him credit. I learned loads of stuff from Eric Crown, especially about his moving average strategy and how he approaches options trades as a format market maker, and I give him credit all the time when I put myself out there because they deserve it. You know, they put effort into learning it, and then they put it out there as content, and they appreciate having a nice audience, and they do it. Generally, they do it for absolutely nothing, asking for nothing, but they get some sort of reward, and the very least is what I can say, that I appreciate their work. And so if you're doing this sort of thing, fucking pay it back, mate, right? Pay it back. That's the way it works, right? Just do it. Because I don't want to have to fucking come on your stream and start pointing out when you're doing it, right? Because people on your stream are also my audience, and they tell me, and then I come on, I'm right, well, fuck it. Good luck, Tom. It's all for a good cause. I'll leave it. Yeah, and I'm not going to keep doing that over and over, because I've got other shit like people putting vaccines in my arm that piss me off. And then when I get pissed off, I get pissed off. So, like, you know, right? Anyway, but actually, I'm a happy-go-lucky, positive guy. So this is the point, right? And I don't give a fuck about the attention. And I'm not a leader. And if nominated, I'll fucking resign. And if promoted to that position, I'll resign. If nominated, I'll walk away. I'm not interested in being anyone's leader. Like, I'm just like everybody else, right? But like, when I do something, I want the credit for it. So get your fucking remember that. And then yeah, so the point is we went through the 236, and then once we went to when you go through the 236, and if you do it with velocity, you're going straight on down to the 618, right? And we did that. We went into the 618 on the retrace from this top down here, right? When we put in that high, it was bearishly divergent. When you look at our previous 4-hour candle high, you look back here and you can see this RSI here. On the way up to, sorry. Yeah, on the way up to here, we were putting in this high and then a lower high on the RSI, and this is a high here. That's here on the prices, and then here on the price action. It's a higher high on the price, and it's a lower high on the RSI, as you can see from this tiny head and shoulder head. Here's the head, and here's the shoulder, right? And it was lower, and that's bearish divergence. And so when we put in that bearish divergence on compared to this previous potential top on this thruster move, and it's bearishly divergent compared to over here on the left, you can see that price action retraced it. Then it finally went through the 236 on retracement. Not on this fib here. It went through its 236. it was on this fib, on its drop down, we put in the top there, because it's gone through this 236, we can then draw a fib on it and say this is a retracement, and if anything comes back beyond this, we'll say that the move's going to continue, and we drew this move in from top to the bottom of this retrace. As you can see, there's the top, here's the bottom, that's where this comes in. We'll get rid of this fib because it's even confusing me, so it must be confusing people on a smaller screen. So then after we've completed the retrace on that 236, we could say this was a valid top. You could start checking it for divergences. We could see that it was also in the overbought zone, so you could compare it to previous times. You can say within this move there might be a tiny touch of a retracement needed to touch a significant area of support in order to go on, and those significant areas of support, well, we'll see what those are in a second. And this is how you build up a study of confluence, right? So we came back on this move, we went through the 618, this retrace here, we went through the back up, tested the 236, didn't get beyond it on the 4-hour chart on any sort of a significant close, you know, like there was no open close above it. That was a doji candle as well, which isn't particularly positive, which we talked about before, and maybe on this time frame, maybe on a higher one. Anyway, point being, then we were opening and closing below the 236 again. You're always under pressure in that scenario, and you're going to come down and test the bottom. And at that point, it will be a buy, depending on the strength that comes in at that point. And we're looking at it and see if there's any divergence on the chart here. There's nothing bearish about this bottom, so it does look like a buy to me, because we're in what is the context of a very strong trending move, right? These are higher highs, these are higher lows, right? This is a higher low than over here, and that's where you'd consider that to be a low, because between these, you kind of say that there was anything that ever happened lower, right? This is still all higher than over here. So this is all higher highs and higher lows, right? Its context is we're in an uptrend, and so this is a buy, right? You get these these areas, you get them every so often, and if you do, you're lucky. And how do you know they're buys? Because when you turn on the EMAs, you can see there's hitting it straight away. 20 period moving average on the 4-hour timeline, that's a significant buying opportunity if the price gets there. It may bounce off it in a really strong trending move. It'll just keep bouncing off it for ages and ages. It's been doing it once, twice, and this is the third time, right? Yeah, sure, we skirted it there, but that means it's probably a buy. Does that mean that it's going to be a positive reaction on a significant distance? Well, not necessarily. We didn't anticipate it to be yet, because we haven't shown even the strength to go beyond this 236 of this retracement on what we were able to draw in when we put in this top. And so this is when you will start analyzing things in a different sense, right? Because in this, what we were doing was we were measuring the strength of this trend constantly with things like these moving averages and other timelines. We were measuring it with other things, including these fibs and historical ones, and we're going through horizontal support and resistance, and we were seeing what the thrust strength was like on the approach to these things, and what the reaction was like when after, in retrospect, looking back on what is being formed as support. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to doing with this on a 4-hour candle, maybe 2 or 3 closes down the road, analysing this and comparing it to the price action that's come subsequent to it, and then these previous things, if they become relevant as a bottom. And if that does become relevant as a bottom, or anywhere up above 222, let's call it, anywhere in around this level, right, which is why there's another dip here at the 55, was coming in here too. And this was our previous level where we had put in like a significant test of, well, can't call it significant, but at least remarkable area of what could potentially be support. And there's a reason for that too, right? It's the breakout area of this. This is the area where we broke down on what is the cup and handle, and all the other parts of that formation that are going on at the minute, which we've still got a bit to run on that measured move. And then at that point it'll activate the say, well, here we are meeting all of the criteria for the bull flag, and then that point we'll measure the rest of that move. So that's GME back at 249.08. I'm off my face, and I don't even know if I'm speaking coherently, right? So bear with me. I'm also really tired, and the coffee that I'm having has also disappeared. And that, did I just want to fill that up? I can't remember if I did between now and then. Anyway, so here's the point, right? We've got lots of different areas to buy in here, and when you look at it on the go down the time frames, that's the 4-hour. You can see that we've crossed below the 20, and we're sitting on the 55, and that's not particularly a big deal, because like immediately over here you can see that that was a buy, right? And it took us on to new highs, and if we draw Fibonacci on that, we could see that the retrace was as significant as it's been here. The difference is on this one is we've hit this bottom area twice. And some people would say, well, like we'd be looking at like some sort of W effect, and that might be indeed what's happening. But these are usually what you'd find at as a reversal pattern, although obviously it comes in at a bottom, but that's where you would likely see that sort of thing. What you tend to see on these sorts of moves, on this sort of trend here, is that the market participants who were driving this are people who were buying it in and around here, right? Ignoring who it is that's paper handing out of it there, because it's not selling pressure, right? This is not selling pressure. It's not reflected on the DMI there. It's not reflected on what we can see on the RSI. There's like anything like a touch of bullishness coming into that, right? This is not people selling it. There's absolutely nothing on these indicators that says this is people pushing the price down. It's just people, the price action under its own weight, with market participants not fancying buying it here, and that's because the people driving the price think, well, if it's us driving the price, then we'll get it at a similar rate to where we think that it's good value before, right? As in where to them it is, and to them it's in around 222, 227. That's where those market participants will come in. It's also where we saw the 55 and the 4 hour, and we drop down to the 1 hour, we can see it's where the 100 period moving average comes in. You probably give yourself an extra $10 on that, and you're looking at the 227 area. If you go drop down to the 30 minutes, and this is where lots of people take their trades, you can see the 100 period simple moving average. Now, the previous one we were talking about was exponential. This is a simple moving average. It's also coming in around that area, which is also confluent with this double bottom type of area. I mean, call it double bottom, but bear with, loose use of the language there, because it's not a bottom by any stretch of the imagination. And at this sort of price action, we might see this sort of thing evolve, right? You would anticipate prices going down. You'd have to plan for the worst, although there are positive signs. We've not broken through the 236, so you've not really got anything to go on in my trading strategy yet if you're looking for buys. But what you might want to see, or what I would be cognizant of the potential outcome of, would be if this then does break down, right, on these smaller time frames, perhaps on the start of next week, or perhaps in trades when the markets are actually closed. Prices do this sort of thing, come down in around this sort of area, and when they get there, then that's a really good buy, right? That's a really good buy, that area in around 227, 222, anywhere there. And it may be slightly higher as time moves on. These are lagging moving averages, and by the time Monday comes and you're talking about a 30-minute candle, right, you're going to have a lot of them. What time is it now? 36. We're in the last one of Friday, but you're going to have another few of them come the end of Monday. You might see prices take some sort of tough period down here, and then by the end of the week we'd see like a significant exciting price action again. So if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes. But this would be a really good buy. That doesn't mean I'm making price predictions for that. I'm just talking about what the technical analysis says as we get along here. And when you look back, you'll see if price gets there, you might say, well, the RSI is already like already pretty low. We've drawn a measured move that could take it right down, like really far down. And at that point, would that take price action down beyond that area? It might take it down similarly. But what was the RSI like back then? That's in 28th at half 8. Oops, I've got this stupid tool on. 28th at half 8. And around here. So RSI will then, if we get to this move and the prices go down, the RSI will be lower and the price won't be lower. What does that mean in the context of an uptrend? Well, if we get down to here, the price might actually be lower. And depending on the context of what takes us down, it doesn't have to follow this tick shape. It could just roll over, or it could slowly go down, or it might just fucking be bought up. This is again the same concept. We're just testing on a slightly lower time frame here, the 30 minutes. So you could see the same things happening here, and you could say this looks slightly bullish, and only that it's Friday and it's killing hour, right? It's power hour, but it's actually killing hour. Only that it's that day. I might say, maybe we'd see another test of the 236, and maybe we'll be up at 255 by the end of today, right? And you could see that, and people might play that fuckery game there. I would definitely anticipate that if I was thinking about going short here on any. If I was a trader, and my job was to get money from this going down, I wouldn't want to be entering here, obviously. So on the 30 minutes you've got the same narrative, and maybe you're looking at it, and if you are a day trader, maybe you are, but the truth is if you're a day trader you went home a couple hours ago, so hopefully you didn't have a bad day. And then let's drop down again, 15 minutes, right? You can see it looks awful on the 15 minutes with regards to EMAs. You've got all your bad crosses are happening. Some of them have happened. Caught below the 200. This would be the sort of thing you would expect, that it would be like, and people would paper hands out and shit their pants. But like, because it's us, that won't happen. It'll just be, at this point, it would have to be people going short, pushing the price down, because they think that the thing's going to collapse, and there's a bigger, more pertinent negative narrative that's taking place right now. But those people will be trying to say, make decisions that I would never make trading, right? Because I don't take trades on anything less than the 30 minutes. And as soon as you get to the 30 minutes, you say we're above the 200. So there's already, I cannot go short, right? I can't go short. I can't take a short, because of all of the years I've ever spent trading, no move I've ever managed to work into my, unless it was a reversal, we're going through a reversal, that won't happen on our first test of this area. So like, that's not a trade you can take. And so you're looking at this thinking from 250 down to 222. You're going to short that. That's your play. Like, that's your risk profile on an asset that does this sort of thing, that's got this type of market participants. That's absurd, right? Your trades on this are long, even if you are a paper-handed bitch. This is a long trade, right? It's an uptrend. And if we do come in and test anywhere that we could call a low, there's also so many reasons for support, right? So it's so reason that would be such a good buy. That would be a really good buy. Why am I talking about this? As if I'm arguing with myself. Nobody's arguing with me. I haven't even read what people have said in chat. Maybe these are. What are people saying? I didn't get back to those super chats from before, and now my thing's all wrong, and people have done loads of super chats. Fuck. Holding and buying GME, easiest thing you'll ever, easiest money you'll ever make, says Goyoti. Yeah, it is. Like, holding and buying it is the easiest way you'll ever make it. And if you're in here to make like 10%, 15%, right, you can do that every day in cryptocurrency, right? I do. At least that's how I live my life, because I can't trade GME properly. I mean, I've never traded anything as properly in my life in some senses. But in terms of taking profit, that's not my game, right? In all my option contracts, like, I sell them before expiry. That's what I do, and then I put all that money into shares at the appropriate time on the charts. And so, if it looks like a good idea, I don't think it is. I could sell option contracts here and then buy some different later calls back down there, right? Some people will do that, and they'll make shitloads of money if that happens. What am I talking about? Alright, this guy was talking about how easy it is to make money when you hold GME and AMC. Yeah, it is, because look at the amount of people that get involved, and it's only going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's got nothing to do with the market dynamics, which say that the price is going to go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And when you look at the DD that everyone does on Reddit, it says we own all of the company, all of the company, all of the company, all of the company, maybe that many times over, right? It's ridiculous. Worthy's Life, GME is gone. Which platform do you other apes recommend for cryptocurrency buying, trading? Well, that's very difficult. It depends what jurisdiction, right? What area you're in, and what particular type of trading you want to do, and what particular type of cryptocurrencies you're interested in. But I would suggest that Binance, if you're not in America, is a reasonable option. You've got everything you need on there. So onboarding from fiat to crypto, and it's got most cryptocurrencies. And if you want something more esoteric, then you can go to KuCoin or Bilaxy or one of these pishy websites. Or you also, they've got like options like Huobi and so on. And then, yo mate. And then if you're only interested, if you're in America, then you might be stuck on Coinbase. And if you are, then you should be on Coinbase Pro, because it's much better and the fees are cheaper and it's easier to use. If you're actually good at trading it, you'll be thinking like, what the fuck is Coinbase? But Coinbase Pro is at least approaching something. And then, yeah, so that's your options. And then, you know, if you're into trading options like I am, I trade options in Bitcoin frequently, then Deribit is your best choice if you've got access there. And if you're in America and you're unable to access these sites with VPNs and so on, then register a business in Europe, like, and trade that as an employee of that business, and pay taxes in that jurisdiction, some of which are really cheap. Look into Portugal, and then or Republic of Ireland, and then yeah, and then you can trade it, right? Then it's totally legal and fine, and in fact, you might pay less capital gains as well. Well, yeah, you might, depending on where you are. So that's what I would say. That's probably not the question you're asking. Thanks for what you do, buddy. One of my favourite places on YouTube. Fuck, wow. That's great. Thanks, Adam. You're a legend. Thanks. Paul B, a super chat at $5. You helped me with my GME and AMC. Thank you. Yo, Paul, how you doing? Yeah, you were doing good yesterday. Trades today, some up, some down. But you're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. You are appreciated by this idiot. Keep on keeping on. You the man. This idiot, Jeff Casey. Yo, Jeff. Super chatted $15 to tell me you're an idiot. Haha, that means you must be, Jeff. Pardon me, yeah, no, thanks very much, that's generous. Thank you. And Jay Avola, chatted 5 KCA, that's these Canadian dollars. Don't know if they're real or not. Just wanted to let you know, as an AMC ape who holds GME, I highly appreciate and recognize your hard work. Oh, right, there's the other side of the equation. AMC apes who hold some GME. Shout out to all you guys. Yeah, this is the thing, right? I mean, I'm very much about the content, not the creator, right? That's the message I put out here. Like, don't go to my shop and buy my merch at unreasonable.shop. Don't do it. Don't fucking go to unreasonable.shop and buy merch. And don't go there expecting anything but completely unreasonable products at unreasonable prices and unreasonable customer service. Just don't do it. That's strong advice there. Can't remember what I was talking about. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, right, yes, so you're an AMC ape. How's that how I got there? Aye, it's all about the content, not the creator. That's the point I was making, yeah. And, like, content is GME, right? GME is the focus. I just happen to be the charts just whisper to me, you know, they just whisper to me. I don't know why. Especially this one. And when you see it in your dreams, maybe there's a reason. Shout out to Worthy. And then, anyway, point being, what am I fucking talking? Am I actually making a point? Doesn't sound like it, not to me. I'd be like calling bullshit on myself here. What am I talking about? I'm saying, aye, there's the other group, which isn't me, but I appreciate them, which is people who are AMC apes, who hold GME, who I suppose you would call my little brother, Rocky, that really, you know, like, as in he's got shitloads of AMC, and he's got shitloads of GME, but he's got loads and loads and loads of AMC, and I don't, right? And nor do I care to get any of it, right? But that's just because I've got a mission, and it starts with G, and it's got ends in E, and the middle of it sounds like an bit, right? So, what do I think is going to happen in price engineering? What would be lovely if it came down to 222, right? 227, obviously, it's great orders between there and 222. It'd be lovely to get that order. It might not get it. It might go like 236. 236 might be. Why is it that a number? That's from something else last week, but that's a number. And then something over here, is it? What's that? Is that that's the top of this bit? Probably. Well, I'm on the wrong thing to be doing that. 247, 242. It's like historical, isn't it? That's 236, 231. Well, anywhere, somewhere around there, perhaps 231 to 244. We're at 249 now. Like, this is already a buy. So, like, I mean, if people are looking for, like, when do I buy it, don't have advice, but I'd be buying it now if that was my feeling. If I didn't know when I wanted to buy it, I'd just buy it, right? I'm not talking about the difference between 250 and 220. Nobody absolutely gives a flying fuck, right? I mean, if it means, like, oh, but I can afford to buy more if I wait, it's like, you might be able to not buy any, right? You might be able to buy any. You know, this idea of FOMO and that idea of FUD, right? Well, these are two things that people focus on a lot, but there's, like, under the essence of all of that, it's not really fear, right? It's actually greed, and the greed is, oh, but if I wait longer I can get more. How many millions and millions and millions of fucking traders have said to themselves, oh, but if I wait a wee bit longer I could maybe get, like, a full extra lot on that order? Like, who trades that way, right? Dumb fucking money. What does smart money do? It's like, well, it's testing the fucking 200 on the weekly chart, or it's testing the 200 on a 4-hour chart, or it's testing this and it's been doing it. It's done it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what is it, like 15 times in a row or something. It's done it here. I'll do it again. I'll buy it again, right? That's what smart money does. And then after a year it looks back and it's like, oh, how much money have I got? Oof, shitloads. Not, oh, was I able to get one extra fucking share on that Tuesday in May? Right? No, right? That's not how, right? And you can imagine, it doesn't sound like how that smart money would act, is it? Right? And you can buy fractional shares. You can do that and that. And is this financial advice? Is it fuck, right? It's just fucking obvious. If you get in at 222, you're fucking laughing, right? You're absolutely laughing. Come back, tell me what happens at 220 next month, right? Next month, this time next month, right? Or like 3 weeks from now. Not even 3 weeks. Come back in 28 days. That's more than 3 weeks, Jamie. That's 4 weeks. A good point. Come back in 20 days and ask me, was 222 a goodbye? A goodbye, good night, good fucking sayonara, motherfuckers. That's what it is. A goodbye, a good night, and sayonara. That's what it fucking is. And I'm going to make that a new phrase on the Tradespotting channel. And then I'm going to slap shitloads of phrases on the end of it. Right, so what's everybody saying? I'm sitting forward now because the drugs are wearing off. Yo, chat. Adam put in that super chat. Thanks for what you do when I first using YouTube. You're a legend. Thanks very much. Oh shit, there's actually been loads more since then. I'm going to work back through these. Sorry, everybody. Hi, I have $300 call June 11th. GME call contracts. Would you sell these before expiration? June 11th. You got a week to expiry. That's what we call an FD. When did you buy it? Today. How's it going, Komodosh? How are you? Where are you from? Talk to me. Tell me some more other than that paid message. Let me know about what you're like. This is when I'm sat down at the nightclub and I sit down at some random dude and I'm like, yo, how's it going? Talk to me. And he's like, something. I'm like, that's boring. Tell me something fucking interesting. And then they're like, I'm going to move away from this guy. So what would I do with that $11 call contract? Well, it's expiring within a week, right? So I'd probably be like, so it's $300 call contract. What was strike price on that? What is it now? I mean, if you bought it any time and without, I mean, the chances that you bought that at a lot cheaper, right? What would I do with it? Well, it expires on the 11th. Expires next week anyway, right? So, I mean, do you want to hold it to expiry? In which case, just hold on to it. Depending on where you bought it, it might be, it's up to you. It's up to you with that respect when you sell it or whether you hold it or not. Everything's up to you. And then this isn't financial advice, and you could just tell me to fuck off, and I'd happily do so. And where was it? So in case you answer my question subsequent to that, Comerish, about where you're from and whatnot. What would I do with an option contract that was expiring within a week? Well, I'd probably be looking to shift it when it was likely to be in a good price. Like, let's imagine like you're here near me and let's just imagine I've just fucking bought that contract because I think 249's a bargain, and I thought, well, I'll get in there, I'll get that, and I got a limit order on 100 lots of GME expiring next week, and I'm making these type of trades that I haven't made in fucking years because they don't pay off over time compared to how I would trade. I'd have bought it thinking, this is fucking, get fucked with your reasonable land. I'd have thrown what into that? Let's say it's a little bit of a YOLO trade and you chucked that. You got how many contracts did you tell me already? Let's say you got fucking 10. And you're going fucking mental. Fuck this. Fuck these bastards. And I'm going to fuck them with a call option. But you can't, right? You have to put some of that in the shares if you want to fuck them. Well, you can actually. Over time, you'll fuck them this way too. 300. I'd be thinking about that retrace. That's annoying as fuck that it went through. I'd be like, that's annoying as fuck that went beyond the 236. That's what I'd be thinking. Well, I've turned that other fib off, but I put in horizontal support and resistance. I've talked about that plenty, right? So, I mean, if it comes down here and expires in a week, what you're basically asking me really is what's the price is going to be at the end of next week, right? Let's face it, that's what you're asking me. In a nice way, you're asking me what are they going to be and what are the prices going to be at the end of next week. Just going to get rid of this. Sorry, everybody. I'll keep that on. That's a very strong positive trend still there. 4 hour. I'll put that. Can I save these settings as they are? Can I save that? No, so I'll lose the colours if I move it. Well, fuck it. I'll just make this bigger. There's no way of dressing that up as a positive formation. At the center line, so it could bounce off that. That'd be one thing I'd be looking at. This channel might not be real. I don't know why that's on. That's on a different timeline. I drew that channel, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. It must be because it doesn't mean anything there. You could just draw this as a wee wedgie wedge. Probably would actually. Let's be fair. You probably would draw something like that on it. Blech, this is wrong, isn't it? It's already like. Blech. Bounce up again. It's a center line anyway. Yeah, this is going to happen, isn't it? This is going to happen anyway. What's the time? Fuck, 6 minutes. Market closes in 6 minutes. Better get out of the building. We're locking the doors. That's not going to show you fuck all in price action, but it's 4 hours. Ooh, if that recovers the EMA there, it could be positive. Has it done that in the past? Let's see. Whoops. I didn't want to put that last one in. Well, one of the things that stands out to me when I look at this is, like, even though I'm looking for other stuff, like, the dominant thing is, well, it's in the wrong place. Stealing my thunder there. Shit, I'm missing loads of stress. I'm missing chats all the time. I'm so fucking shit at YouTube, it's unbelievable. Right, I'm gonna draw it backwards because I'm that kind of guy. Yeah, Coco, how are ya? How are ya? Meow. 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 Yeah. I can't actually do anything for you at the minute, but that was nice to say hello. Do I expect this as a wedge, so it's going to break up and we're going to be back up here again, right? And this is part of what you would expect in this sort of a move, and it's not rolling over because that's not a rolling over type of price action. Sure, it might actually drop down if it comes through the bottom of that thing. It'll be like a head and shoulders. We've talked about this, but they're not reliable, and there isn't enough of a measured move off of that, and there's a big trend line coming in at the bottom here. This is where it's going to be bought up. If it comes down again and gets bought up here, might not even make it back into the oversold zone again. In the context of this sort of price action, right? After it's put in a, yo mate, yo, you gonna type stuff again. Coco does like typing. 14141414. Coco has given us the answer, right? What does Coco say? It's going to the 1414. Coco says it's going to the 1414, and Coco doesn't say that for no. Everything's coming into your life for a reason, so Coco's just typed in that, so that fib extension. 141414. You think it'll finish at $317 at the end of next week, Coco? Is that what you're saying? You think this guy should hold up to his options contracts until Wednesday or Thursday and take that fucking risk? Coco's lives life right to the edge, and she thinks that you should hold on to those option contracts. You think that those are pretty calls and that you should hold on to them until midweek. Personally, I'd be looking to get rid of them in a profit at the start of and then re-enter at any sort of a test of 222. Depends what your position size is like when your entry was and your normal attitude to those sort of things. But did you just say that was the first time you'd ever bought an option contract? In which case, then yeah, just take profit and pat yourself on the back. Where is the chat gone so I can actually see what you said to me? And since then, I've had other bings. Please come on, GME, let's fucking go. Please come on, GME, let's fucking go. Very nice, Coco. Yeah, so Coco says that. Coco the profit. Yeah, thanks, Coco. My dog. Confirmed, right? So, I mean, I'm not going to go against Coco. What do I think price action is doing? I think it's going to bounce here. I think if you get 222, that's what I would have told you. But Coco walked on my keyboard, and that comes into your life that doesn't happen for no reason. So I say, buy it now. It's not advice. Buy it now. Tell your friends, buy it now. It's not advice, right? As we saw on Superstonk the other day, the guy said, if you want this to actually change, you have to get apes from all around the world. So if you've ever been on a culture exchange, you've got a cousin in a different country, your sister married a guy from Italy, you once travelled to Japan and met a really nice guy at the airport and you've still got his number, or you accidentally, you owed a guy money for a newspaper you didn't actually pay for one time you got off the plane in LAX, and you fucking spoke to the guy the next time you got on a plane, he's your buddy, and you text them and you say, this isn't financial advice, but you buy GME because it'll change your fucking life, it'll change the lives of everybody around you, and it'll allow you to do everything you ever fucking wanted to improve the world. And you can do all of that by buying this fucking Gamestock. You can fucking buy GameStop and change the fucking world. And if you don't speak their language, get Google Translate, type it in and fucking do it for you, and then text them. If you haven't spoken to your long lost fucking school exchange partner so you were back in high school 30 years ago, look him up, ask him how he's doing, then tell him to buy GME. Tell him you bought GME. Tell him the reason that you spoke to him is because you haven't thought of somebody you liked in so fucking long, and you were prompted to doing it because you know you've made a life fucking changing decision. You want him along for the ride. Fucking tell everybody. Fucking open your window and tell them you're not fucking taking it anymore. And that's not financial advice, and it won't be financial advice for you to tell them that either, because this isn't finance we're doing here. This is fucking war. And war doesn't end pretty. It's a rank. It's disgusting. It's horrible. So you up the fucking war so it over quicker. That's the way people win wars. Come at me, no, don't swear. Fucking fuck off. What's everybody else been saying? Jeff Casey, super chat, $5. Yo, thanks, Jeff Peter. Right, Peter, my man, get this done and then find some sleep, rest, and food. Charge up after the weekend. Dish out some more great stuff. Fucking right, man. Lucas, super chat, $5. Tradespotting, can GME be dragged down below 200 by a big AMC dip? Not if I've got fucking anything to do with it. Are those apes that are like selling AMC that would be caused by the fucking arseholes that are the actors in that community that don't know that this is a mission, right? This is a fucking mission. Not interested in what you think the actual value of the stock is, you fucking idiot. Who asked you anyway? And let's think about that. Somebody did ask you, and who are they? And what's their fucking agenda? And would you build that into your answer, or do you just play along like a stupid puppy, like, oh, thanks, mate. Thanks for putting me on your show. Here's this answer so I seem reasonable. Get the fuck with reasonable, man. Do I think that shit's going to pull down the price of GME? Well, we have to be realistic, right? Some people, when they shit the bed, they shit a whole fucking over it. And maybe they will. Maybe they're not watching this channel. Maybe they don't know that 222 is a fucking buy for life. And maybe they sell their GME as well. Will it pull us below 222? Will it? Fuck, man. Maybe. But, like, there's so many reasons to buy that the first time we get there, it won't. The first time, I'll be buying it. Other people all over the fucking world will be buying it. Hopefully your fucking first girlfriend that you haven't spoke to in 25 years, you fucking sent her a Facebook request, and then you wrote her a 3-paragraph message, you fucking sat on the toilet for half an hour, thought about what you were going to say, deleted 99% of it and said, I bought GME, and she'll fucking want you back in a couple of months' time, and send it around every fucking bastard you know, even if you don't like them, because they're helping you, and afterwards maybe you will like them. It's a great opportunity to make friends. I've made fucking thousands of friends all over the world thanks to GME. I owe it this channel. I owe it all you guys in chat that support me here. I fucking owe all the success it's brought Rocky and my little brother and how much I'm proud of him. I owe it. So fucking, this isn't financial advice. This is fucking life-changing, world-changing advice. Get on it, man. Fucking get on it. You know, what are you, out of credit or something? Fucking text them, man. Sort it out. Hit like and subscribe and all that shit. What's people saying? Yo, I've missed loads of messages. There's Peter putting 200 fucking knock. Jesus Christ, Peter. I don't even know what Nox is or what it's worth, right? I honestly don't know. It sits in that same currency in the way you donate it, I think, and then I don't know, like, hey, it's YouTube thingy, so now they do YouTube do, I don't know if YouTube haven't paid me properly yet anyway, so I've got no fucking idea how that whole thing works. Lucas, Super Chat, I think I've read some of these. Boom, it's Commodosh again. How's it going? I'm up 269% right now on my contracts. I've only got 4. Fuck yeah, mate, well done. Well done. 4 option contracts only. That's massive. Like, you're doing really well there. Like, you're a fucking legend. This is the way, man. Irish lad living in Florida. Nice one. Wow, there goes me for the grace of God. How's it out in the swamps? Thanks for all the help on my $300 call in June. You're fucking welcome, my man. And there's other people in chat will help you out. And if you jump into the Discord, which is Rocky's, which is linked in the description, I'll help you out all the time there and that. As and when I can, little bits here and there, say that, but I can't keep those promises completely, but I'll try, that's for sure. Jeff, the $5, just read these ones. Lucas, Commodosh, Super Chat 10, that's cool. Adam, 10, thanks for what you do, buddy. You wanted the place to, oh yay, sweet. And I've read some of these and I missed before it. I'm super sorry, I'm going to have to go back and read these. D, Dr. Caleb Moop, Super Chat 99 cents, that's for a sticker that I'll never see. Shit, I like the stickers, especially the power guy. Just wanted to know, as an AMC, yeah, I got that one. Cool, that was from Evola. And Peter Fraser, Super Chat $10. 10 actual sterling. Queen's money. Fancy. Thanks very much, Peter. Kim. Yo, Kim, how you doing? Super Chat $9.99. You guys are all very nice. I hope you know that my advice with regards to donations, although I appreciate them very much, and they all go to supporting the channel, and my life is about GME right now, and like the things that I do to trade usually end up back at GME anyway. You know, first spend the money on the people who've loved you your whole life, because they deserve it far more than I do, regardless of what I tell you about GME and how if it does or doesn't change your life. These people don't care about money. They didn't care about you for money. They love you, and you should always be nice to them first in life. Minor M, Super Chatted, $2. Don't forget to kill the like button. No, hit. I actually just read kill. I am a sociopath, it is true. Ricardo Rodriguez, Super Chat, $5. Always appreciate you and Rocky, sir. You too, sir. Thank you, Ricardo, Mr. Senor Rodriguez. Daniel. Yo, there's Daniel. Daniel, you're a real legend. Thanks so much for everything you do around here. Daniel, Super Chat, $4.99. Here's a $5 if you'll slap my wire. Slap your wire. I'm going to read that. It says slap your wire. I hope our ancestors stood side by side and off the Romans, Vikings, and the next village, etc. Yeah, the Vikings and the Scottish got on quite well, right? They used to go down and raid the English often, but they got on with the Scottish, and we married each other's kings and queens and princesses and whatnot, and swapped islands and had parties, and everything was pretty good, I think. And then the Vikings were the people who colonised North America first from Europe anyway. Well done them. Fucking shout out to every Viking. Peter up there, he's one of them himself. Well, he isn't. He's actually from Holland, but I think at the minute he's up in that part of the world. I've missed other chats now, and I've missed more that have come in since then. Missing everything. Super sorry, guys. Cameron, keep rocking. Positive things. Yo, thanks, mate. Bavash, $6. Stop rushing it. We have 64 minutes left. Okay, I made it back, and I've read that one. And Bavash, that was very good of you. You're very generous. So many people around here are very generous, and it's the same people repeatedly over and over and over and over most of the time. And whether that's a lot or a little, it's always appreciated. Thank you. You're all fucking standout people, and I hope that you're making money on your trades and getting something back out of this. I really do. Right? Why is that dark on my screen? I want to see what everyone else is saying. Kim, same. Sake Daniel. What should I be doing? I should be doing it. Jack Bell, going to sell my AMC soon and buying my hand on options with goals of more GME. Will be asking for help. Ha ha. Cool. Well, I mean, do me a solid, Jack, and put some of it into real shares, because I'm on a fucking mission here to destroy the fucking hedgies. It's not about making money for me, so that's one of my requests. We'll never know if it actually happens, but I take it all in good faith. I am from Holland. Worthy is life. You're from Holland too. I used to go out with a Dutch girl, lived in Amsterdam, fucking loved it, and I loved that place. I'm going to buy a house there one day. God be willing. Here's Cherry Wood. DCI M3 donated $25. Fucking that's the biggest donation today, I think. Super chat. No, maybe it isn't. Peter's might be more. I don't know. Super chat. Love the passion and the technical analysis. Jamie, keep it up. You're one of my only YouTube personalities that is real. Whoa, yes. Yeah, I'm real. I am real as fuck. I did this thing once, right, where you can do these Ask Me Anything on Instagrams, right? I used to spend a lot of time on Instagram. I had an IGTV and I did all that jazz, right? And I got what I thought was more followers than I'd ever got on YouTube when I first started doing it. I got thousands. And was going out with a supermodel, and it was all dead fucking easy, right? My content was easy, right? I just turned my phone on and I had stuff people would watch. And that's not chauvinistic, right? It's just the way the fucking world is. And so, what the fuck am I talking about here? IGTV, Instagram, for some reason I was talking about that shite. What was it? Oh, you ask me anything. You can ask me any question you want on there, right? And you can get all sorts of shit on the dark web, like truth serums and that. So I was like looking up one of this. I can't tell this story properly on YouTube. Anyway, right. Long story short, skip, right. Expletive, deletive, cut close, right. This package arrives, right, and I'm like, cool. Well, what is this? A couple hours later, I'm high as fuck. I'm like, let's look at this app and see exactly what it does. Like, what's it actually supposed to be used for, instead of having fun? And it's like truth serum, So I was like, I'll do an AMA on Instagram now. And that was fucking hilarious. So I'm a real person. If you want to know anything about me, it's pretty much there on the internet. You can check it out. Whatever it happens to be, everything is there. My girl got me 23. Turns out I'm 40% Irish. 23 got me 23. 23andMe. This is one of the genetic websites where they test that your brother and sister aren't criminals behind your back. Touched out. I'm 40% Irish. That's a good amount. 10% Swedish. You're a Viking. So a Viking dug one of my ancestors for a few minutes at least. Yes. That's nice. Or one of your ancestors dug a Viking. No, that's also the way it could go. Right? That's also the way it could go. Though the Viking diaspora would suggest otherwise. I completely understand the logistics of what you're saying there, mate. That's Daniel. You're a freaking Viking as well. We're all Viking Doomslayers in the chat. Apple Blossom. Why are you two eating Apple Blossom? Super chat. Happy Friday. It's Friday, yeah. And the puts are going boom, boom. It's Friday, yeah. Contracts are expiring. Friday, yeah. Thanks, Apple. You don't need to donate. You support the channel in so many loads of different ways. It's worth more than money. Thank you so much to everybody who does anything to help the channel. You're all legends. Bavash, got that one. Have a good week. See you Monday. Oh, you're off, Bavash. Cool. Have a good weekend, mate. Really have a good one. Evan, super chat for now. I downloaded TradingView and follow you and Rocky. Learned so much. Amazing work, Big J. Thanks very much, Evan. Cheers, boss man. TradingView is well good, right? Use a charting platform that's separate from where you make your trades. Do that, right? It's great. Separates your psychology from the panic merchant FOMO behavior, the FUD, susceptible, weak-handed nonsense. Just like move your analysis across to a different chart, there's always time to do the technical analysis, regardless of what price action is doing. Unless you're currently being margin called, in which case you're fucked and you shouldn't be trading that way. And if you are, you're probably a fucking hedge fund, because the markets have turned. We're not getting fucking liquidated. We're trading safe. We're entering at support, not resistance. 222 to 227 would be absolutely fucking brilliant. That's not financial advice, says it there on the screen. 23andMe. That was Daniel. Yo, everybody. So thanks for. Oh gosh, fuck, that's not the most recent one. I've missed other ones. Good week, gents. See you Monday. Love the passion to you, Jimmy. Okay, maybe I've got them all. Cool, awesome. Thanks everyone for so generous. Very appreciated. Has there been new members or something? I've missed that as well. Probably, if there has been. If you click that button, support the channel that way. That's amazing too. If I've missed you doing that, I'm sorry. Rocky's in chat. April Lynn, I think there is some reward if premium peeps watch it. Reward if premium peeps watch what? You actually are part Viking. JCC CPD. Oh, this is my dad in there, and he would know. He knows I am part Viking. From what is that again? My mom's side or your side, Dad? Mutt, located in Kentucky. Kentucky. So if you're Jeff Casey, I wonder if you've got Viking in you. All the way over in Kentucky. Jeez, those Vikings did make it quite far. My sister did her family tree. Apparently, I come from Genghis Khan. That's apparently 33% of the world do, Queen Bee. It explains a lot. Lol, 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 lol. You're raiding into battle, firing arrows on horseback or something out there, Queen Bee. April Lynn, that was Rocky answering that. Space Captain, how's it going, mate? Line goes back 300 years in the era I still live in. Fucking hell. Jeff, you aren't a mutt. Let's fly next week, my lovely apes. Let's fly next week. Yeah, let's fly up to 317, and then let's go to 330, and then let's go to 350, and then let's go to 380, and then be like, fucking hell, that guy's option contracts are fucking boom, amazing. That's what we want to see for you, mate. But we don't know what's going to happen. You're up quite a lot. Well done. I'd still be trying to shift them, because like there's other opportunity costs from something expiring within a week. It's dangerous, right? And they're called FD for a reason. April was, yes, he does. Because likes on video from premium members are worth more. Likes on videos from premium members are worth more. Are they? Is that one of these YouTube algorithms? I bet you it fucking is, right? I bet you if you're a YouTube premium user, which I amn't, because I'm just a poor boy with not enough porridge. Please, can I have some more porridge, please? Right? That's me. Mr. Porridge is that funny guy said. Fuck, you did it again, Daniel. What are you doing? What was the question I was answering? How did I get on to talking about porridge? And where is that donation so I can actually read what it says? Also, 2% Neanderthal, 10% Jewish, so I'm a Viking caveman Jew. Fuck yeah, that's a nice mix. That is a nice mix. 10% Jewish. I think you're gonna need to up the Jewish if you want to make it into heaven, if you've got that much Viking in you, because that'll take you, that huge chunk of 10% Swedish will be taken to your Valhalla. See, this is the thing, everything's so compartmentalized and segregated after you die. Like, how did it get so fucking exclusive up there when we're all rotting to death down here? I don't get it. Can you not just be with all your friends? We are all Scots, Kim says, and it's true, we are, right? We're all Scottish. Tradespotting, yes, of course, I am holding GME, and will always be holding GME, and will be buying GME, and when I can't fucking do anything but buying GME, and as and when I can't, don't worry about that. Yo, Jack Bell, well, you're a fucking man after my own heart, and any help I can give you, or anybody like you, I will do all the time, until the hedges are all dead. I'll just keep going until they're dead, right? That's how long I'll be at this. Watching on my devices to boost your numbers, mate. Fuck yeah, that'll be why I've got 575 viewers, because 572 of them are Donjo 360. Cheers, mate. Get yourself some more phones and up my numbers here. I need to get 1,000 more on the live streams, so you'll get at least another 500 phones, mate. Hey, Jamie, Darren Thompson. Sorry, Darren. How's it going, buddy? Go away, Fly. Where the fuck's you come from anyway? Rocky, daily routine, doing the same on your streams. Awesome. Gotta get ready for a gig. Ricardo, you're playing a gig. Appreciate you. Oh, Tradespotting and Rocky, you're legends. Don't forget, we're all just apes, stronger together. Damn right, be kind too. Reynaldo Moreno, check out his channel, Reynaldo Moreno. He's got an amazing tune. I'll put it on in a minute, actually. It'll lead us out here, unless he's doing a live stream, and I could put on some of that. But gotta go if he's going for a gig, so hope you have a good time. Ronaldo out there trooping, he's a hard working chap, that guy, and he's always got a smile on his face, and he's a fucking legend. People like that work hard, always smiling, you know, living a good life. You're like, give me attention, stop giving attention to people on the internet, Coco. Oh no, you're gone. You just wanted to yap. Mass, how you doing? Right, if I done something that I shouldn't have done, or enough of what I could have done, or more of what I should have been doing, or if I lacked out something, if I missed something, what's happened? Has Rowan Kitty been tweeting? I'm sure somebody would have told me if he had been, but I have to check on it myself, right? I can't just rely on you guys for everything, can I? This is him. Have you tweeted yet? Why not tweeted yet? Well, look. Oh, he has. When was it? Nope, this is a Scottish Government advert. Unless Rowan Kitty is interested in the politics here, and I doubt it is because, you know, the truth. 1 hour ago, fuck, I missed it. Look, it's me again. That guy looks like me. And he's a Celtic fan, Jay. He's a nice guy. Oh shit, am I going to get my copyright straight for this? Probably not if I talk
Dude, I
through
think
it.
he's doing the dice thing too much. That's really all he's got. Dude,
Yeah,
I think he's
that's
doing the
classic.
dice thing too much.
Yeah, that guy looks an awful lot like both myself and Rowan Kitty, but we don't know each other, we've never met each other, we've got no idea who each other are, and if you ask us, we'll deny that we've ever met, because that's the truth, we've never met, and we don't know who each other are, honestly. Right, what else is over here? 248. Spoint. Well, Jamie, the market's closed, and you blazed right through it, talking pish, as usual. Why do people tune into this stuff? Like, you can't get shit working. If you do get it working, it's a fucking miracle. You turn up off your face with no volume, and you completely miss all the important trading parts of the day. Good one, buddy. So here's the daily candle. You can see that the close on the daily. Well, it was at the close. It's below 250. They got us below 250. The bastards did it. We're still on this positive trend. Don't know what my drawings have managed to turn into. How did that happen, and why did they look so neat? Did I do that without watching? And now I've done that. Well, Jamie, these drugs really, they don't work. They just makes things worse. That's what it is. Why am I looking at this? I've got the open interest, so that was from earlier. Yes, because I'm doing technical analysis, because I'm live on the internet right now. Yes, that's right, yeah. Okay, that's great. I was going to get that coffee. That obviously didn't fucking happen, so I'm going to get that. I'll put on the advert in the meantime. We don't need our charts to be... Yeah, there we are. Like, fuck you and your oscillators. What is this? Fucking school? We're here to see the fucking price go through the roof. We don't want to hear no fucking pseudoscience, self-fulfilling bollocks. Technical analysis doesn't work anyway. Everybody knows that, especially not on manipulated stocks. Blah, 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 blah. Anything else you'd like to talk about, Mr. Boring? Right, okay, so touch of 244. If that comes on, let's just speculate to accumulate, right? Let's say, fuck it, let's buy 1 week expirations, and let's say that this is the drop here. Let's say that's there. Let's see, where are we going to go in the 1414? What was Coco's prediction again on this shit? 317, right? It must have been, because that's where the fib pulls in. That was what that's the fib you'd look to. That must have been what Coco said. Well, like I said, I can't go against Coco, right? 317. It's like when Rory Kitty shakes the... so this was what I was going to do, right? Before I was going to do GME, I was going to do this other thing, right? And then GME stuff was going on, and I'm in GME, obviously, and I'm like, you know, is this a job for me again? Can the real Jamie please stand up? And Rowan Kitty then was like taking a break, and I was like, well, somebody needs to fill the breach, and like that'll all flow. And then also there's people talking total pish about GME on the internet, and they don't know what they're doing. They act like they did the job I did, so let's fucking show them that they didn't. They're talking shite, and that this is what actually happens, and that they're fannies. And so we've done that. Mission fucking accomplished on that front. And what else was it? Something else. There was something else I meant to talk about there. It was also something else. There was another reason. Do GME, short interest. Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Because if this hadn't been happening, or when Roaring Kitty comes back and like he's filling everyone's boxes, and maybe people don't want to tune in here anymore when that's happening, that's perfectly acceptable. And like, no, you know, whatever happens, happens. And I was thinking what I would then do would be show how my trading style works, right? Because this is all well and good calling the price action all in here, but like unless you're like trading options, you're only like getting like moral boosts and like confirmation bias, and like not that that's not a negative. I'm not saying that in a negative sense. And you're enjoying yourself watching these streams. I hope that they're entertaining and you have a nice time. But maybe you're not able to take advantage of them. You're not able to make money, you know. And like I trade other things to make money, and that pays for my life, and it's a good life, and you can make the same money yourself if you want to trade these things. I was thinking what I'd do is I'd show how good my trading is, right? Well, by doing live streams, by having 5 assets that I'll trade, or 6, and each one of them will be the number on a dice. And this is what I'll do when Rory Kitty comes back, and if or after the GME play, when we're not actually targeting hedges and fucking them up and that. And it'd be like, well, here's the 6 companies, roll the dice, this is what I'll trade. And then I'd roll the dice again to see if I was going long or short, right? And that's how I'd pick my long or my short. And then I'd open up the charts, and then I'd make my trades based on that, where I then would have to trade, because that's my strategy. And I'd show you that I can still make money trading my trading strategy when I don't even pick the stock, and I don't pick if it's going up or down. And I do that live stream every day and see how much money I make for a year. And you can watch along and learn how to trade, right? Because that's how you trade. You actually shouldn't give 2 flying fucks about the thing you're trading, other than to be able to identify its trend and when it's breaking it. So that's if you want to stick around for that sort of thing, they'll be doing that afterwards. And there's also a fucking treasure hunt, which somebody who I think is in chat at the minute, so this is another question. I get fucked off when people are like, why are you taking donations, right? Well, I took donations after I'd managed to monetize the channel, which took fucking ages, like over a year. So I'd already done lots of free work. So if you're looking for free work, it's done. Trust me, I've ticked that box. And then you're like, why am I answering these people anyway? Don't give a fuck. And I can't remember what I was thinking. So yeah, that's the end of that story. Hope you liked it. And rest. So if I want to trade this 317, because that's what Coco says, but what if I wasn't trading it what Coco says? Yeah, that was the idea. I'd do it like roll the dice and take the trade. So if you want to watch along with that. But like I'll also be covering GME anyway. And so yes, I'll probably just be doing GME for the rest of my life. Who am I kidding? The bounce, the rest of my life, the rest of my life while I'm working, because after the MOAS squeeze, then it's not work, it's fucking, it's just the next fucker. Right, so 248, what am I doing? Just getting distracted when I want to get back to the chart. So there's that coming through here. Let's go back up and see where is this. It's just like, that's obviously a bounce off the 22. This is a trade for lots of people. If you're a paper-handed bitch, you might be trading that, taking it out at 260, 256. You might be holding it all the way up to 270, looking at that sort of a trade. You might be going to 277. See, these are the sort of moves that'll be on. Even if this was rolling over price action, there's going to be, even if some terrible bearish thesis was on the cards, this isn't the place to short from. It's not broken anything, and it's very dodgy, and it's retested the bottom, and it's potentially bullishly divergent, and it's in a stupidly strong uptrend. And we've seen this sort of move here, and what did you do? Well, it fucked those people, so watch out for that. But there is a touch of the bearish divergence potentially between these two, so perhaps retest in and around that area of support, maybe slightly lower at 222, and then you get that entry, plus you've got some bullish divergence. That's what I'd really be looking for at the start or over the period of next week. And I still think Coco's target is quite realistic. Like, if this fib plays through, it's still the same deal. It's just that my targets would have been slightly higher, up at 328. Should we break through the 273 area? Yes, I'm expecting something like that, you know, and I'm still expecting the 330, 350 level as part of this move, and this move could involve, what, up to a 50% retrace? Would that be possible on that? I suppose it is, right? I suppose it is. If it was, let's see. Mate. Right, that down there, that's the low to this high. So like the 236 on that fib's down at 200, like, down at, it's just above where we are at the minute, 251. So we do want to recover in around there as soon as possible. Don't like being a low. Are we below it though? Yeah. Well, don't know how accurate that is, and I've got 3 fibs on. Well, we're there or thereabouts. And that's the 4-hour timeline, right? So we definitely do want to make it up there. If not, then like, what's the worst case scenario, right? The worst case scenario is that at some point during the start of next week we get some sort of brutal push down and takes us to like below 222. Like, that somehow doesn't hold, even though it's got so many reasons to buy it on all the different time frames. Like, say if some sort of cataclysm happens in AMC and people's positions get liquidated, and some of them on their same exchange hold GME, and that sort of thing happens in and around these levels here, which would have to come like on a second or third test for that narrative to play out, but it's possible. And then there's like some sort of cascade, and price action comes down a wee bit, and that then maybe somebody gets in at 200. Like the idea that you could get in at 180 and you get a full 618 retrace because we've broken the 236 up here. It's just on a trending move. To call that from here is just not. That's just not real TA. So I couldn't say that that's likely to happen, but it is a potential. Probably like less than 6% or something if you were to work it out. I can't remember. I've not done all that much TA for the overall top bottom cases to work it out, but I'd say it's somewhere around there. And then you're much more likely to get catch between 200 and 240. Truth is, it's 220 plus. Anywhere at 244 is also a buy. Like, there's a big chance of a bounce there, and you know, whatever. If I was a data scientist, maybe I'd fucking start copying other data scientists and then putting that information out there as if it was mine, but I am, and it isn't, and I'm not interested. So I'm actually looking at the 618 on the top side and thinking 276. So that's what I'd be thinking. Conservative price action up here. We've already come up, put in a divergent top. You know, we might come in with a touch of bullish at the bottom. This might be a bounce here. I expect it potentially would be. Over time, we may see prices then make it back to 275. Potentially at that point, you'd have a stall. This is all stuff that we talked about having. Would probably do yesterday, you know, like, well, what will happen by the end of the day? Somebody asked, and said that it will be this, and this what happened. And like, this is still the same narrative until we break one of these sides. That's what's likely to happen. But the strength might not go that far, right? It could easily just get to the 382 up at around 263, and then maybe come down, and we'll see if there's a real chance for some bullish divergence. And that would be like a really good entry in around there. Be brilliant. And why do I say that? Like, all of that, making all of those claims, having only really, like, I spent quite a while looking at this here, and it got me the impression that actually this was like part of a bullish accumulation formation, and that'll be reflected in price action within a couple of weeks' time, perhaps as early as the middle of next week, towards the end of it, maybe, right, maybe, but it's got negative stuff to do beforehand. Will that involve the price rolling over? No way will it. Fuck, look at that. There's just so many reasons to buy it at 220. There's no fucking danger it's going at 180, and then like, if that's the case, why wouldn't you be buying it now? And like, this is not a short play either, and there's nothing reflected in the RSI to suggest that there's selling pressure here. And then you look at the DMI, you can see that it was natural that it would have that issue, right? Like, I'm over on the 4 hour, not daily, but like up here, going that through that zone, that period. It's all from that one move there. Dump. Yeah, what am I talking about? I'm still high. Got a donation there. Oh, didn't hear it. Mark, oh, because I've got the desktop audio down, is it? Is that why? No, I've got it up. Not sure why that happened. Mark, $2. Hey. Yo, buddy, thanks very much. Mr. Galactic, super chat, $10. After a few weeks of watching tea from you and Rocky, I made my first move in options this week with confidence. 2 of 3 have already paid, and you guys are a treasure. I'm appreciating the word. Awesome, Mr. Galactic. Good to hear it, mate. I hope that's giving you a lot more confidence going forward, but not false confidence. You know, you're starting out, and you'll have at the start, you know, you get that false sense of, wow, I can do this, you know, and it's just because you're not maybe aware of how much information there is to learn. And then later on, when you do realize how much the breadth of this knowledge that it takes to be reliable on your own strategies, then after that while, you start thinking, oh shit, this is maybe actually too difficult. And for real, all of those processes, Rocky and I'll be here until such times as you're competent, confident, and making money. And then we'll stay here afterwards. You're very welcome, Mr. Galactic, and it's great to hear that you're doing well, and thanks for being generous with that and put it in a super chat, and that's really appreciated. Cheers. Kind B, super chat $5. Thank you, quality TA, you're appreciated. Was it quality, Kind B? Probably was. It always usually is. Daniel Assange, super chat $4.99. Also, 2% Neanderthal. We read that already, and you wanted me to slap your wife. Well, get her over here, Daniel. That reminds me of a Sean Connery quote. Anyway, not talking about that. I did all that TA and I wasn't even on log. I hate myself, right? I did that because, well, that was actually fine. It all still applies, generally speaking. Not really, actually. The fibs wouldn't look, well, the fibs won't have been perfect. But look at, actually, you can see here. 618's at 160. 382's at 220. 223. Yeah, well, it's above then at the 236 is at 235. Right, so I did all that on the fucking linear chart, but I've got my set fibs up as log. This is what it does. Like, drugs do this to you. Oh, I was talking about Instagram. Yeah, I took sodium pentathiol, whatever it was, which is like a truth serum, turns out. And I did an EMA and asked her. I told Angela I answered all those questions. Yeah, I didn't tell you the whole story about that because fuck that story. It's donkulous. Don't want to completely lose my YouTube channel. Right, so 225, 233 might actually be your bounce there. I'll move that up and pretend it never happened. No, it did. Anyway, 235, 233. That'd be the same place I would put all those entries I was thinking about before. Oops, don't want to move you, buddy. With the aftermarket prices, post-market prices have responded very positively. It's up at 255.93 despite closing the day at 248.36, which is pretty good, right? That's pretty good already. I don't know what particular positive catalyst there was for that price action. Has Roaring Kitty tweeted again or something? Because what? These guys, he's a Celtic fan, this guy Jay. They're Canadian, aren't they? Anyway, he's Canadian and he's a Celtic fan. And he's like, why have I not liked that? And retweeted that. And like, I do the dice thing. That was why I was talking about the dice thing, yeah. That's what I was thinking about doing. Anyway, yeah. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm _Jamie_Curran. And if you aren't already following Roaring Kitty, then you should be. Where is he? Just straight up the Roaring Kitty. That's a roar. The Roaring Kitty, and there's me, and I've got a profile, and it's me, and it's over here, and it's this one, and this is it, and this is who I am. Aye, look at there's that, also that, look, see, so we all 1,500 followers on Twitter. Fucking hell, where did you all come from? Thanks very much. That's great. That's the live stream. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. Yeah, this is it. And then I was also looking for that. Yep, that's what it is. And below that, still below the 200, but you expect to test that a bit, so maybe that explains the 255. What are you talking about? It's not coming up on the charts. It's just there. It's not here. It's not here yet. Why is it saying that there and it's not having anything here? I thought I turned on this. Settings. Am I really that high? Settings. Standard hours. It is. It's on. Intraday. It's an intraday time frame. 1 minute. It certainly is. Okay, whatever. Screw you, TradingView. Right, so that's that, and everyone said it was quality tea. That's great. So, and what else did we see today? Well, we also saw the advert. I really wanted a cup of coffee, so I'm going to make that now, and then I'm going to come back up and catch up with the chat. Yo, I look pale. What else do I look like? Well, I feel like I've had my fucking arm battered. Like, it was only now that I'm starting to feel it, but it's sore. Gamestop had a tweet too earlier. Oh, we can check that out. We can check that out, and is it just on our homepage? Is it there? Probably not, right? Security alert. That's all the new things that have been introduced in the old Super Stonk. I've read a message for everyone who was saying, send her a message. Nah, and get more involved. Like, I'll help out with Super Stonk. I'll hand out leaflets. I'll do anything to help Super Stonk. I'm 100% totally up for whatever that would help. That's all. And so, no agenda, nothing other than wanting to help and be involved more with the homeland. So, like, if you are open to that, up for it and that, but I haven't heard anything back yet, so I suspect still everyone's very busy, and whatever. Anyway, they've got their own shit on the go over there. What was it going here for? GameStop. Yeah, GameStop, GME, GameStop. Yes, that's it. Yes, this is a topic though. I'm sure they'll be here though, right? There's GameStop there. What is the tweet, guys? We're so excited for our adorable Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper, is he squeezable? Hopefully soon. Yeah. Sling back. Oh, they bring sexy back soon. Yo, do it for Sheaf. Okay. Okay. Fucking right. I'll do it for Sheep. Epic awesome. Here we are again. Some say he's the third member of Daft Punk. So chat, what's up in chat? I mean, is this it? I shaved my legs for this. Come on, tell me what's up, chat. What are we doing? Right, this guy's doing a dance. That's funny. What are you guys doing? This is GME. I don't know why it's not giving me actual aftermarket candles. If this is the post-market price, where's my post-market candle, motherfucker? I want to see it because it says it's up here. It says you're up here, mate. Why is it saying that? Alright, okay. Chat, what's up, chat? Yo, what's up, chat? Yo, I'm going to put the kettle on, so please don't go anywhere when I disappear. When I disappear to put on the kettle, please don't you go anywhere. Bing bong. Nice Harker. Ha, Harry, what's Harker saying? Harker, why are you such good banter? Are you Scottish? I think you must be Scottish. You're good banter. Terrace on Titan. Are we getting calls on Titan? I'm bullish on Titan. English, it was great. You're not following GameStop. How am I not following GameStop? I fucking am following GameStop. I tell you, I actually am following GameStop. I am. See, look, following. Who said I'm not following GameStop? There, following. I'm following GameStop. There's no lampooning of me. I am following GameStop. Where is that? What else did anyone say there? Or maybe you're not talking to me, in which case, yo, I'll put my sword down. Stop it, Coco. What you like? God, I swear I patted Coco for a good 15 minutes before the stream started because I hadn't seen her because I was busy. Why did you shave your legs? Yo, you're back. I know, man. You're just missing the Doomslayers, isn't it? Oh, you're going to sit down there. Okay. Fuck. Bing bong, bing bong. Skyscrapers. Bing bong. Oh. I see a lot of excitement on Reddit surrounding the shareholder meeting on Wednesday as a potential catalyst to launch GME. What do we think? I think DMC17. How's it going, mate? Good to see you again. Hi, Coco. You got your tail wagging there a lot there. I think, it'll play into event psychology, and it's our event psychology, and it's our market now. So what do I think happens in our market? Well, normally what would happen would be, the fucking big players would get us all hyped up in the media, right? They'd get us all hyped up to fucking the media, and they'd be like, whoa, GameStop shareholder meeting coming up, buy it. Motley Fool would be like, buy GameStop, right? 5 fucking things to buy instead of Bitcoin. GME, 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 and then fuck it, make it 6 and get some more GME. That'd be what Motley Fool would be saying normally. And then 4 hours, 8 hours, or 4 hours into or 8 hours into the AGM, it would come up on your Bloomberg terminal and saying, fuck it, profits were only up by 9.7%. Man, Jim Cramer would be on the phone, he'd be like, fuck it, see, I don't want my GME shares. Take them off me, broker, take them off me. They're fucked anyway because there's this other company that sell computer games and they're fucking shit hot and GME are crap. Take my shares. And actually fucking wouldn't be actually selling fuck all. And then those brokers would be like, maybe he doesn't want them. And they'd be all go like weird and they wouldn't know what to say. And then he'd phone up the fucking his mates at the Wall Street Journal and be like, yo dude, GME's fucked. The brokers don't want it. They've just been off the phone to them. They think it's fucked. And then your journalist rings up the brokers and they're like, how do you think GME shit? And then the broker's like, why? Do you want some? And they're like, I do a fuck, it's fucked. And then Jim's like, I'm so smart. Oh, nobody's as smart as me. I'm going to make money by being so smart. Ooh, and I deserve it all. Ooh. And then fucking fuckface makes money because retail then get dumped on. That's what would happen normally. But what they don't fucking know, and it's what's changed and what the world has changed now, is that the media won't fucking talk about GME right now, right? It could go up, like, for example, as it has done 100% in the last 4 weeks. And what would fucking media say about it? Absolutely fuck all. Can you believe it? If anything else was going up 100%, what would be happening in the news? But there isn't a fucking peep. There isn't a word about it. Even though we're on the run up to AGM, why aren't CNBC trying to pump this shit? Why aren't they trying to fuck us? Because they can't fuck us. Because if they do, they're getting fucked. Because they know Bing Bong happened fucking weeks ago. They know the fucking HPV's off the fucking chart. They know they're fucked if it goes crazy. They know that we could just go fucking mental at any minute. And that. So they're fucked, eh? What are we talking about here? Fucking, So what do I think it'll be the normal event psychology surrounding the AGM? No, I think it'll be different. I think that this time game is ours, and they can get fucked, and we aren't selling it. And if the fucking earnings come out and they're way lower than expected, I'll say, unlucky GameStop. I fucking love you though, and I know you'll do better next time. And in fact, I'll help you do better next time in any way I can because you're fam, and that's the fucking way it works. And that's the way this market goes now. And our replicators are stuck on banana, and we're not explaining ourselves, and we're buying more GME. And if you put the price down to $222, I'm buying more GME, and I'm fucking into the fucking tits already. Sorry, Gogo. Yo, T. Arker super chatted $1.99. I wish I was Scottish. honourable citizenship. Yeah, you come here in 5 minutes, you'll be Scottish, mate. That's actually the rules. And also, you are honourably Scottish because your chat's good enough. Mark Hutton super chatted $2. Thanks very much, Mark. That'll be a picture, but I think it's Steve. Mr. Galactic super chatted $10. Oh, I saw this is a few weeks. Yeah. Whoa, excellent. So thanks very much. That's all really nice. Thanks. I have to go and put on the coffee. What'll I do in the meantime? Will I play the advert again from River Jumper 84? Well, yeah, fucking right. Let's play the advert again because it's quality. Oh, that was a disclaimer to say it's not financial advice, which I should do more of, right? Instead of giving out what might conceivably be proxy financial advice. Oh, look at him trying to get around the rules with his crazy ass sneaky language. And that, well, it's like I live in the UK, so like we've got different rules with regards to financial advice, and I'm close to being approached and all fuck it anyway. We can't do shit all about it, so tough luck. Also, it's not actually financial advice in truth. It really isn't. I don't find that to be ethical, and also, yeah, if you got a problem, go fuck yourself again. Whatever, yo.
Closing time. Closing time.
And we hold on our shares. We're going to own the biggest company in the fucking world, and we're going to call it whatever the fuck we want. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want, because we're not listening to any of the shit that people put us through in 1998, in 2008, and they're trying to fucking do it again now. And we're not taking it anymore. We're not taking it anymore. We know what you did. We know what you did to our communities. We know what you did to our country. We know you did to our countries. You know what you did to the insurance companies that were supposed to provide for people. You know how you fuck things up now. And you're gonna get fucked up.
Overtime. Overtime. Ugh.
And we're never, ever, ever going back to reasonable land.
Hello, it's Marge. Oops. Coco. Oh, Coco. So yeah, I'm still making that coffee. Am I terrible at YouTube? Yes, you're terrible at it. Yep. So bear with me and entertain yourselves in chat. Is the video playing now on YouTube? Anyone have a link? It's not on YouTube yet, Luke. I wanted to contact your boy River Jumper 84 and ask him if it was okay I could use it on his channel. If anyone wants to ask him now and get a response before I'm off, then I've already used it twice on this stream, but I would upload it, obviously. Reason to hold GME or whatever, if he hasn't already. Put it on the old YouTube, spread the word. Maybe I'd get away with it because I'm in it, but I don't want to do it without asking him. So, I don't know. Oh my god, so good. Fucking right, it's so good. It's so good. The way he's cut it and the sound, like, underappreciated probably. Took so much work into that, I suspect. The sound is amazing when it all happens. Marge! I wasn't fucking autocorrect. It's Homer. It's Homer. I thought it was Marge calling. Yeah, get it up. They will answer sooner or later. Coco, oh my god. Well, I know Coco, oh my god, right. Not sure, to be honest. Could split. I'd be looking for bargains and hoping this currently is a bargain. Planning and hoping for it to be this bargain. But patience is good. I love this video. I'm supposed to be making this coffee, not reading these things. Being too perfect makes it bad, Jamie. Being a real human with flaws and tantrums is what brings me here. Awesome, thanks. Don Joe, it's you again. Cheers, mate. That's awful nice of you. You're very nice. Very, very nice comments there. I'm sorry if I'm missing everybody else's comments. His stand out. I don't know why. That's the safe way they would conduct it anyhow. By not answering the phone. That's the safest thing they can fucking do. Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. Update the website to say fuck all. Update the website quickly. That's the state anyway. They would conduct it anyway. Safe way they conduct it anyway. Yes, that was mass. When, says Space Captain. Previous to that, he said something else. If Infinity Pool stays put, my stuff's staying at put. You know, till we get to 19.5 million, I'm not selling a single fucking share. I'm reinvesting everything I ever make off option contracts into it, and I'm building up as big a possible position as I can in what I anticipate will be the biggest company in the world. That's what I'm doing. Space Captain's a good lad. What else have you said? And we'll be setting up non-stop trips to the moon and beyond. Yeah, and we'll be, exactly. Can you imagine the fucking fun between here and the biggest company in the world, which is where it's going? But can you imagine the fun we'll have there on the way, having got in here? Some of us at $4, some of us at $7, some of us at 27, and then if you didn't make it, then the next price you got in when I told you was 35 or 36 or whatever I said, and then more recently 127, then 136, then 156, then 179. And if you got any of those targets and now you're looking at like 240s, 230s, you're fucking laughing by the time we get to like, you know, it doesn't have to be the biggest company in the world before all of us are huge Kongs. And then you're like, but how do I make money if I don't sell my shares? Listen, fucking dipshit, there's shitloads of ways of achieving capital efficiency. If you're a fucking Kong with that size of a position in the biggest company in the world, trust me, brokers will be fucking themselves to get to you. There's shitloads of things you'll be able to do with that money, that those shares in that state, in that way, in that money. You'll be the fucking hedge fund. Katie, welcome a chimp. Amazing new members. That's a great way of supporting the channel. Thanks very much. What options to buy? Well, look at 2 months expiries, you know, and get them cheap when prices are low like they are at the minute. And then hold on to them until they're in shitloads of profit, and then exercise some of them or buy or sell some of them when they're in, buy the shares. Just do it over and over. That's what I'm doing. It's not advice, it's just what I'm doing. And I don't care if it makes me money or not, because eventually it'll fuck the guys that are against me, and they're the fuckers. Can you explain your strategy? Yeah, fuck the hedge funds. Are you holding shares? Yes, shitloads now. On some cash on the side, very little cash. I've very little cash. Or are you mixing in options? Yeah, mixing in options. Selling puts on red days. Am I? Fuck. Like, there are plenty of people out there, and I give advice to them about what puts to sell and how to stay in stay out the like fucking make sure that they don't end up giving up any of their shares. And on days to do it and whatever, and it's there they're doing it, and I'm giving them good advice about how to do it safely, but it's not something I do and don't recommend it, and I'm not selling anything, I'm buying, and it's not puts. Selling puts, you're saying selling puts on red days. Selling puts on red days. Selling puts is the same as you mean buying a put? I'm not sure, right? Maybe I'm reading you wrong there. I buy, right? What do? I buy calls. When it looks like prices like low volatility, I bought loads of them. When I thought that I could do that, right? But I always put about approximately 66% of my entire trading portfolio was in GME. Why am I standing like this in such an awkward position, answering questions when I should be making coffee? I'm going to just go and come back. Okay, I'm sorry. See you in a minute. Yo, so I'm back. Love you guys. I'm back. I'm making a cup of coffee. And you know what it's like when you're off your face and on anything at all, and you go to like the toilet or make coffee or whatever it is, the fridge, or to go and get chat up some bird or whatever. Some bird. Sorry. You know what it's like? You make a slight departure from your current train of thought, and you think about something. Well, I was just there thinking. The camera is feeling it. What's the camera doing? It's making me look white as fuck. Gotta get the lighting up in here fixed. Fixed in here, up in here. Look at the state of me. You would think I was off my face. Well, I am. I was in there making a coffee, and I was like, hey, you know, because I've got a few messages recently. Like, a couple of people send me clips of other YouTubers. Like, they've really got into it, right? Because I asked everyone to make clips of my stuff if it's at all good. Make a clip of it and show it to people so they buy more of this thing, right? And then channel will get more popular too, and all round all good, right? Because I talk about it, and like, you know how these things work: bigger, better. for everyone. You're welcome, somebody. That movie, that was April. And thanks. That's a nice face. And if you're thinking somebody else, thanks for thinking them. Bong rips. Yeah, I could go and do a bong now. I could do anything that would get me down a little bit. Oh, I got the new sound effect on the alerts. Did you hear that, chat? Sitting Bull donated $50. Holy shit. Let us stay unreasonable until we reach the corrupt financial system that we are sick and tired of. They're stealing from us as the biggest organized crime family in all known history. We do this by taking all of their money and bankrupting them. Yeah, we do it with absolutely no fucking mercy. They'll come back if we leave them a second of a breath of oxygen in their lungs. They'll come back. We fucking destroy them. We carve out their heart and we feed it to them and then dig it out again and feed it to them again until they fucking choke on it. And then we smash them in the face until there's nothing left. And then we set the ground on fire and then we bury it. And then we cut that whole big chunk of ground up and then we take it to the edge of the ocean and we dump it there. And then we fill it in with concrete. And then we're done. I read this thing recently about how there was like short sellers were connected to organised crime and that. I was like, mate, do I give a fuck about the mafia? Do I give two fucking fucks about that shit? No. What I care about is the organised crime that's going on in front of my fucking face. You know, that's the one I'm trying to sort out. That's what I feel is our job. That other shit's someone else's job. Yo, Sit and Pool, that was really good of you. Thanks very much. Thanks for the donation. Jamie, you need some sleep, mate. Please take care of yourself, says Jonathan. Yeah, I do, and I will take care of myself. And now I've got this vaccine, I'll be like a couple of days to recover. But Mum's in Edinburgh, she's come back to visit us, so Peter Fraser, don't smoke weed, children. He's right. It will stop you doing things in life. You want to be more productive, just don't bother starting it. And what does Class B mean for weed? Fuck knows, mate. I don't know any of this terminology about that stuff. Feed them their own leg buyers. Yeah, yeah. Fuckers, feed them their own legs. We'll feed them their own everything until such time as we're feeding them their own head. And we'll make that happen, even though people will be like, that's impossible. It's like, fuck off, we're unreasonable. We're going to do it and get out of our way. Alamo, the PayPal or crypto method. PayPal is easy, done with the Streamlabs link in the description. Crypto with the OneUpCoin link. Yeah, and they both work. I've tested them out recently. I've also got a link in there where you can go and watch me not on YouTube, right? I think that works. Is that right? You can go and watch me not on YouTube. And I set up all this shit on there with like this thing called CloudBot. So you can do like heists. You can do gambling on it. You can bet against each other. You can do all sorts of crazy ass shit on there that'll win you points. And if you get enough of them, you'll be able to own enough loyalty points that you'll get free merch, free Tradespotting merch. I set all that shit up. So if you go to that website, you'll probably find it doesn't fucking work because I don't know what I'm doing. Haha, but it was supposed to. No, stop throwing trash in the ocean. Purple Dino's got it right. We need to stop throwing trash in the ocean. Chuck it in the middle of a volcano. That's what we're going to do. I mean, we could shoot it into space, but we fucking own space too now. So we don't want it cluttering up our fucking view. Yo, Coco, what's up, man? Well, instead, hit me a like for Coco, because I accidentally knocked Coco over when she was on the ground there, and she didn't appreciate it, and it was all you guys' fault, so you could at least make up for it by hitting like button. This is who we hired to fight for us in court. Whoever that is, give them my number. Jamie, your hair looks amazing. Does it? Fuck, my hair looks ridiculous. Who's taking the piss out of me here? Kim Robbins is. Oh, you must be serious. You've not got a... You don't troll me, so you must be serious. My hair looks terrible, Kim. I need a haircut, and now I feel self-conscious. I'll just do that there, and now it's like, you know, sure, you've got messy hair. Maybe that was on purpose. Maybe he doesn't care. But I do care. April cocktails now, bowl later. You guys setting up a date? That sounds nice. Hey, Kim Robbins. Hi, Kim. I know. My hair is a mess. Oh, that's Rocky. Rocky. You could do something cool with his hair. Bing bong. Or maybe small bowl now, then cocktail. Or maybe start with a small bowl, then a big bowl, then we'll forget about the fucking cocktails and you'll sit in and you'll watch Netflix. When's that movie coming out? And is there really going to be a movie? And is it going to be amazing? I can't wait to see it. And do you reckon I'll be included? I don't know, because I don't know if I've made quite that kind of impact. You know what I was thinking would be a good meme, right? Would be Band of Brothers, and like Roaring Kitty is what's his fuss? What's his fuss that plays the leader? The guy that does it all. wins the war, basically. What's his name? That guy from Band of Brothers. That'd be Roaring Kitty. And you know that scene where there's like a contingent of them out on a mission and it's snowy as fuck. Not the one where they're all getting bombed, but the other one where they're like trying to fight their way out and there's loads of Germans and the two groups are separated. Carson dated $5. You ever seen the movie Chef or Chief? What movie is it? And why can't I see that anywhere but on the screen? Have I ever seen it? No, I don't think I have. Chef or Chief. I'm so confused right now. Same here, Kim. I haven't seen it, no. But there's this scene, right, in Band of Brothers where you've got the Raj as fuck guy who just runs through the German lines to link up with the other part of the team, jumps over the wall, whatever, and the Germans are like, holy shit, and don't for a while they're like, holy shit, you know? They're so surprised that they don't even shoot him. And then he gets over and he links up and it's like, yeah. And it's because some fucking guy just couldn't handle the leadership at that moment that he took over and was like an inspiration. People didn't buy you donating again. Jamie, you know I am after a ticket of Banana Airlines. Send you a mail. Please check so we can sort out my man. Oh, you want a ticket for Banana Airlines? This is the gift voucher or something for the shop. Is that correct? I think it is, but I'm just so unreasonable with regards to that shop. But I will send you a mail. Okay, I will check that and get back to you. But be aware I am very unreasonable when it comes to these sort of things. What was I talking about? Yeah, so if somebody could paste my face onto the guy that ran through the German lines in order to meet up with the other guys, because Roaring Kitty was too busy having to defend against malicious fucking attacks on his character and nonsense about what he's done, that he wasn't able to spend his time on YouTube, where I'm sure he'd love to be with everybody. I can tell you the feeling that you get when you make friends, thousands of them from all over the world, how amazing that feels every day. You know, even not when you're talking to them, when you're walking around, the boost in self-confidence and identity and feeling of that it gives you, having thousands of people and that, and you would miss them, right? No matter who you were, I'd miss you, and people would miss doing this thing and that. So I don't think he did it by choice at all. I don't think there's anything nice about it. I think like the idea, like I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. It's like that's his like positive expression of what's actually happened. You know, that people are being a bunch of dickheads and that, and it's making it so you can't do certain things. So it's like when he's not around, I'll happily run through the fucking lines and whatever, man. Do that anyway. Yo, Lieutenant Spears, Steve Savage, he knows the chat. That is my man. Yeah, that was Spears. Yep. Gift voucher, cool, Peter. I'll sort it, Peter. You don't need to buy it through the shop. I'll sort it out. I'll get you. Spears was an animal. The ranting is top shelf. I haven't even done any ranting today. Fucking meet me on a day when I'm really pissed off. Lol, April, Lynn. Oh, Rocky and like, was you talking about Rocky earlier? He was fucking killing it. That was brilliant, says Tony Picus. Saying Bull, does Scotland get these cicada insects like the USA does have now? Cicadas, are they locusts or are they crickets? We get insects over in here, but they're not as big as they are in many other places. They're not as noisy. And in Scotland, no, not that many, right? It's quite cold in Scotland, so we don't get these kind of insects. Insects are too smart for that. They're like, nah, this place is freezing, I'm fucking leaving. Mealworms eat styrofoam too. Protein. Styrofoam's lovely, though. I love styrofoam. Sprinkle it on my crayons. I quite like ranting. Rocky earlier could really feel the passion. Yeah, Rocky took it out, Rocky. He's an emotional guy. Still waters run deep. Lucky Angry Jamie. Lucky Angry Jamie. I'm all in, says Grace. Nice. So what two hedge funds public now on not selling shorts anymore? Leaving live trading issues on Webull, my multiple YouTubers on trades, delays on fills, etc. So what? Two hedge funds public now on not selling shorts. Oh right, that's right. Yeah, they said they're not doing shorts on AMC or GME. A couple of them did. I'm seeing live trading issues on Webull. What are those trading issues on Webull by multiple YouTubers? Oh right, on trade delays on fills, etc. Yeah, I've noticed that there's been a big delay on trade fills on interactive brokers as well, and I've thought that that was perhaps some sort of issue. As you might have been aware, with you listened to my frustrations during the week, because I was doing the opening stream and I was trying to get my orders and they weren't getting filled, you know, and I was wondering what is the fucking delay here. That's been all week that was happening. Only got them later on, like way fucking more expensive than I should have. Anyway, I've been noticing similar things. But this is just so anecdotal, right? How can you take it to mean anything? I mean, I felt it before loads of other times, loads of other things, and they haven't been squeezing, so who knows? So I wonder, but if there's multiple other YouTubers that are seeing it, I don't know what Weebul's like. Like, the truth is, I've never used Weeble. Like, I've never used it ever for anything ever. Not that I've got a problem with it, but I did think there's some connection to Citadel, isn't there? So we'll see. Yeah, we get midges, especially in the West Coast. Yeah, we do. And there's a fucking fly flying around me. What are you doing, mate? It's like that episode of Breaking Bad. We just stop everything till we catch him, and then he would release. There are like, why am I just reading chat? Is this what I do? I love doing this. I'm just so into it. What am I doing? People here, 442 people. Do you want to see something? I've done TA. It's all happened earlier. So if you're waiting that and you're pissed off at me, Rocky's not here, so I can't do the drinking stream, which I probably would have started doing, though I shouldn't because it's not sensible. There's the big wheel. Where is the big wheel? It's not on the screen. Okay, we'll not bother with that anyway. What else were we looking at here? What else is on this thing that would be interesting for everybody to see? What should I be doing? What should I be doing, chat? I should be doing something, shouldn't I? Helping people out with some TA or something. If anyone else texted right now, be there to be scared. Has Roaring Kitty been tweeting again? Roaring Kitty. That's Rocky Outcrop. That's not Roaring Kitty. You should follow him on Twitter too. This is great. Look at this. That's because the price only goes up if you're not in it for the fucking money. And you won't fucking get there if you're not in it for the fucking glory or money. That's the only way we'll ever get there. If you're not a paper-handed bitch, it's the only possible way. Is the squeeze possible? Do I deserve it? Will you fucking tell me, do you deserve it? I'm sick of answering that question. Is it possible? Is it too good to be true? Do I deserve it? You fucking show me if you deserve it or not. Buy some GME. Get your friends to buy it. This isn't financial advice. And you're like, oh, but it's more expensive than AMC. It's like, fucking right it is, mate. There's only 70 million of these things. Like, theoretically there should only be. Whereas there's fuckloads more of that other one. So, there, right? Fuckloads more of it. And you're like, I can't afford a whole one. It's like, who cares? Can you afford any? Right? Because that'll be worth shitloads if, and it's not like if you buy it and if all your friends buy it. It's happening anyway. It's all inevitable. We've owned the company for fucking ages. You can get people that do this sort of shit, right? And a lot of this sort of shit is driven by price speculation. And a lot of these moves happen not because of spot price pressure. It's because of action and liquidity on the options chain. And options allow for far greater volatility in price moves with far less capital expenditure because of the nature of options and the way that they work, right? They're, as you'll have noticed if you try to buy them, like your strike price and whatnot and your premium and so on, and right, you can get into trades for fuckloads of shares that cost you fuck all compared to what it would actually cost you if you bought the shares. And so this has an effect on the volatility with like such less amounts of liquidity on what is a derivative market. It has a different kind of implication for price action on the spot price, right? And so this is why shit like this happens, like when you still own the fucking company. Because what happens is price action is king, and it's driven by speculation, not by news, right? News can fuck off, right? News is a reaction. News is always a reaction, right? And if you're trading on news, your tomorrow's, your yesterday's fucking dinner, right? So, like what? What about this, huh? This is like just consolidation again. Is it like there'd be loads of people will be looking at this move in isolation saying, oh, but look, it's from here and that. And it's like, no, that's not that. It's not a triangle. It's pretty obvious that there's this. We're in the 1 minute chart. And markets have closed. But here was the high, so, it's not totally, you can't disregard it. As part of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oof, 8 times. This was like Launchpad, so really it's just once. Maybe you call that 2. 2, maybe 3. Let's on this downturn, let's measure this. I went straight there, straight away, did all that. Let's get rid of all the other ones, because they are it anyway, but like... That retracel, we did all that, right? We said 236 and said 618, and I made myself look magic again, whatnot. And you want to learn how to do this. Follow Rocky Outcrop, he'll tell you how to call price action the way I do, and then couldn't sustain anything open and closing above there. It's still in the 1 minute, but whatever's working. And then that took us below the 236 there again. We covered to the 382, but not significantly. That's weak. And then came down. Couldn't close above the 236 at the end of the day. What did that do on the other side? We already looked at that. It didn't look positive, but it didn't look terrible. Yeah, so 244. I would buy that at 244 if it got there. And you might think like, but it looks like it's going to break down or whatever, and it's like, well, you'll never ever make money trading, because the only time to buy, the best possible time to buy something is when it looks like, shit, on the like stupid level of analysis, but when you actually get into it, you're like, well, if it was to go any further there, it'd have to be breaking like 4-hour trend lines that it's put in that have led to such serious positive, breaking so many different things. And the patterns it's putting in, this fallen wedge, right? You like wedges, there's the one that's real. It's 4 hours and that's how they work. It's totally typical of this type of price action to see this at this point as well. That's obviously, it would have to go beyond here, and I don't even think it's going to be on the 4 hour. I don't see the RSI going back below the center line again. Like, this is super fucking positive. I think it'll be testing up at the 92, 94, 90. Like, I think that'll happen before we break this fucking center line on RSI. So it may be that there's a bit of an extended period down there. It may be that we just fucking open up and go fucking flying up next week. Like, this is the thing, all of this price action that we're looking at here is under the context of this move, right? This move which broke this previous pattern, right? You sometimes see retests of it, which is what that would be. Breakout zone, if you got down there again at 235, it's not even 222, right? I'd be buying it at 244, but 235 is like is what I was saying. Everything, all the amazing shit I was saying that I'd love to do at 222 to 227 to 222. That's actually 235. I'd to be doing it there, and that would be going up to 244. That'll be what I'd be doing, and then because this, like, all of this is part of this positive accumulation, right? This increasing momentum and increasing strength here, right? With like the odd pullback, we had the MACD up and we put on the smaller, like it's 4 hours already something, but you'd see like fluctuation, I imagine. The MACD just says that was strong. Oh, sorry, DMI said that was really strong. There's nothing over about this move, despite that pickup in the DI minus. This is like support really strongly here. There's no other real formation going on. This wedge is less important than this support line. That's a very positive. You to see all that, you'd expect to see all that. Like, that's just confluent with this top too, to be honest. And it was only intra move that you're talking about divergence. So again, that's fucking bollocks. Like, this is a buy. This is such a buy. This is just a buy. That's all this is a buy. Right? And it's like Roaring Kitty tweeted earlier. Look on the bright side, right? Look on the bright side. You're up fucking shitloads, and you've been through the worst of anything that, some of the worst things that any retail trader has ever had to deal with. You've had to deal with. You have, right? Even if you've held this thing since just like February, you've had to deal with some of the awful shit that only people who trade cryptocurrencies ever have to experience in terms of volatility and the percentage price moves, and then being repeated, and that's still been happening during a period of contraction. Like, so that the risk in that and the psychology along with it, it's just so much harder than just easy breezy fairy trading a 200. Like, you've had to go through so much, even recently, you have, that You got to look on the bright side when things like this happen. Like, the truth is, you this is where you wanted to be, and you'll deal with the fucking little difficulties that come along the road, and they're not really difficulties. It's only your own perception. These are actually incredibly good buy opportunities for loads of people. Like this one specifically at 235 is really good, right? It's a retest of this here. It's as strong a reason to buy as this here, right? That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say about 235. It's as strong as a reason to buy as that was. Is a breakout of this, which is fuck you territory. And that retest of that, fucking right, man, down at 206. Like, imagine, that's like the fucking hero re-entry point when you're talking about this in September, and you're like, I got in at 206 despite the fact that we'd been up higher, and then you'd be like, high five, well done, that's a really good move. So that's that. Why am I saying that stuff? I can't remember. I mean, like, now I'm thinking, like, because my technical analysis sound, but I can't remember the reasons I came up with that. Oops, so it was on that strength of that move, yeah, and on that move, like, so yeah, that was what I was doing talk about, right? So there's lots of confluent factors, but when you see that sort of thing happening, a break from this sort of pattern, you go through a series of bullish behaviors on price action. One of them is the bounces from your 200 on your smaller term time frames, or your very small ones, or your 2055. Like, that's very bullish. If you're constantly retesting the 55, then you're going to go fucking parabolic. Like, that's just going to happen. And on like the 4 hour and that. This is an exponential moving average, right? So you see how that works. If you keep going up and up, and it's constantly got a positive slope, right? You see how that all works, right? And if you don't, then the maths is not that complicated. Think about it. And then, so you expect to see that. And what else do you see? Well, you see like retests of crosses of the 55 and the 100, right? You'll see a retest of that often, and you'll see a retest of the 100, 200 cross. If it hadn't been in loads of positive accumulation, which this had been, so you're more likely you'll see the former than the latter. And that those things, like, you'll be able to judge the strength of the move forming before it's completely crossed over again on the retest, that sort of thing. Like, those are also buys, right? So you might see that coming up in and around these levels, right? It might take a while. It might not be Monday morning when you're like, getting that re-entry, and I might have to wait a wee while, and then you'll see these things happen. At which point, it's just more reasons to buy it, right? That's what happens. You can see that when you look at, like, you can derive all of that, what must be happening, from this here. These parts of this RSI and this stuff, like, you can't start comparing it to over here and over and over here until it's had at least a couple of goes inside the overbought zone at doing shit, at which point it reveals its other aspects to it, like what's going on with this here. Is it actually something like that? And like, or is this going to turn into some sort of like whoosh whoosh inverted head and shoulders and that, and then like stick up in the top of the oversold up at 94 for fucking ages, rammed right up there? And that's highly likely in my, not necessarily the right way to describe it. I think that's something that, while it might look like it's statistically unlikely, is actually quite common. Like, after this behavior here, like, you have to contextualize it. In that sense, it's not all that unusual to see it. So that's what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for a bounce off the center line at this point here. So that might be some extension of like sideways price movement. I could easily see sideways Monday and Tuesday, then Wednesday shareholder meeting. Like, everybody who's like given up. This was just like not selling pressure anyway, so it's just people waiting to buy. You know, and we're not selling anytime soon. So like, when that narrative tends to like somehow manage to get sort of opaque somehow in the middle of the month. Like, somehow people forget, and then it comes to like the end of the month and they're like, oh fuck yeah, that's right, another month when they haven't sold a fucking share, and more and more and more of that. And so like this is just, I mean, like, that's like me giving you what is basically the technical analysis, what you would see from this commonality on this RSI, and then that's not even comparing the move to what happened over here. And the fact that you're seeing this after this in between is amazing for loads of different reasons. And then what else? Why is there the aftermarket? And then what else would we look at here? Like, just for some extra stuff, like, what have I not shown recently? What's that noise in the background? Is this playing over and over? Nope. It's like, oh, I'm getting donations and I can't hear it. Morgan's donated for a super chat. Shit, I probably missed it. So turn on the lights. Oh, it's gone really fucking dark now. Scotland, what you like? And I've got that on. Why have I got that on? Have I not been using the charts? Have I had Rocky Outcrop stuff instead of the charts on? No, I've had the charts on. You must have been able to see the charts. I don't know why Rocky Outcrop stuff was up there at that time, though. Was it? Can you see that? Or what are you looking at? Yeah, the charts. You were looking at the charts. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Did you ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? Nah, I didn't. Right, lights. Lights, camera, satisfaction. The Stock Explorer. Hey guys, I'm new here. Welcome to the Stock Explorer. Everybody give him or her a big Tradespotting Doomslayers welcome. How is it going? Are you a Doomslayer now, or are you still waiting to be one? I really like Houston Wade too. He is an astronomer by trade. Smart. He thinks and figures on GME for a few lucky algo catchers. 7. Sitting Bull says that, so I respect anything Sitting Bull says, and I also like Houston Wade. I like him because I think he's a really nice personality, and yeah, he knows his shit. He knows his shit. It's great to have people like that on fucking board. Shout out to Houston Wade. Big props if you're ever over there and you haven't heard of him. Definitely go over. You could say Sitting Bull sent you, or you could say you came from Tradespotting. And tell him I love the guy. He's a really nice guy. Like, I just genuinely think he's a really nice guy. That's what the overriding feeling I get there. And I don't mean nice like as in nice. Like, who gives a fuck about that, really? So, obviously not me. I mean, he seems like a solid... behind the things he says, solid behind them, and a totally authentic person. And I like his shirt collection, and I like everything about the guy. Space Captain, g'day, milady. G'day, milady. That's the Stock Explorer. We're all welcome there. G'day, welcome. 88 Den, how you doing, buddy? Rocky, thanks, man. I'd hug you about your AMC wrecking, for your AMC wrecking speech. I think he was like pissed off about other people wrecking to AMC, innit? Kato Baggins, how's it going? It's so dark in here, Jamie. It's actually getting physical. Physical. It's why did it get so dark so quickly? And why is this light not working properly? And is this vaccine does this to my lights? That's very precariously placed. So what not a lot of people know. Oh, I'm really got to read this. Do not read this out loud. Yo. Well, it might have come up on screen, mate. If it didn't come up on screen, then of course I won't read it out. And thanks very much. It's very much appreciated. And I'll speak to you. Holy shit! Wait a minute. You put in a huge donation as well. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Wow, that's really generous. Fucking hell. And you said there at the end of your message, which I'm not supposed to read out, you talk about meeting up and that, and you don't have to wait till the MOAS. Like, I'll happily meet people. I mean, I can't right now because I'm busy all the fucking time. So and really am. But I won't always be in that. And like, and I'll be happy to meet everybody at some point, and we'll arrange shit and that, and we'll meet up and have pints, loads of us all together. Well, I'll go and read these instead of just reading those. Moggy super chatted $2. Turn on the lights. Oh, that was that one. And before it, Peter, Jamie, you know I am after get bananas. Right, I've seen all these. Have you seen the movie Chef? No, Chef. Wait, I have maybe. No, I heard about it was good, and then I set it up to play it one day, and then I got distracted by charts. I remember that. That happened about 2 or 3 years ago. If it's that old, then I read that it was good. I went to put it on. I set it up. And then I went and sat down at a chart thinking I'll look at this for 15 minutes, and I never went back to it. And that's what's happened to me with nearly every single movie I've tried to watch for about 5 years. I've only ever got through a couple of them, or even to start them. Meet me at the Fringe 2022. Fuck yeah, we'll have a big meet up at the Fringe in 2022. That'll be cool. I'll have to walk a full 30 seconds to get there. Let's stay unreasonable until we teach the corrupt financial system that we're sick and tired of their stealing from us as the biggest organised crime family in all of known history. Yeah, fuckers. Yeah, that was that one. I read that earlier. Cheers, Super Bowl. Carson donated $5. Have you ever seen the movie Chef? That was right. So I got through all that. And everybody's been very generous, and everyone's been very nice, and fucking love you guys. Thanks so much. Where can I buy your art, April? Oh, April, that reminds me of something, April. April, if you're in art and you want to do something for the channel, I fucking love it. And if you're already one of the people that have contacted me somewhere else in real life and said they'll do something for the channel, and April is just an internet name, then I won't give away the game and say anything. But the people who are doing stuff for the channel, it's fucking amazing. It's so amazing. I absolutely fucking love it. Buy me an NFT. Buy my NFT. April. I'll not necessarily buy your NFT because I haven't seen it yet. I'm not that kind of guy. I make that kind of deal, but I will definitely check it out. And also, I was thinking what I could do here is because these charts, like, you know, in the top left here, I've got we're never going back to reasonable land, and that's very nice and all. But I was thinking I could have like all these ticker things that show up different adverts for people's businesses and what places they're at for any apes that wanted that, and it wouldn't be, you don't have to pay me, you just have to be in GME, which you probably are if you watch these fucking videos. So just send me something and I'll stick a fucking wee link up to your thing, and it can just flash up and go, this person's business, and this person's business, and this person, and that, like Drew's Tech in South Mississippi there. What a legend he is. You know, you could go in and use his shit, and I was thinking like, oh, apes like need this shit after a pandemic anyway, especially business owners and that. So if you want any of that shit, DM me on like Jamie Curran _Jamie_Curran with some like tiny little ping, and I'll put it on there if you want. I mean, nobody has to bother, right? It's up to you, and that, and I just flick shit up and that, and if someone's near you, they'll probably use your shit, because that's what us apes are like. Fucking Peter donated $20, pounds, whoa, a way off to continue getting wankered. Still 10k up today on my GME. That was way effed in January. What? We buy, we hold. Thanks a lot for your teachings and easy entertainment. Take care, lad. Have a haircut. Fuck yeah, Peter, what a legend. Thanks so much. I might spend that on a haircut. A few people have said, Jamie, the best thing you could do for this channel isn't clips, isn't chapters. Get a haircut and wear a shirt. So you got my Bumblebee shirt today, and you'll have a haircut next week. Thanks very much, Peter. That's very good of you. And a super good weighing up 10 grand. Well done. People told you that you were crazy, wouldn't they? I'm sure you had to deal with a lot of shit, and you dealt with it through month after month, and you held on, and now you're up 10 grand. Right? Look at that, chat. You know, so if you've not been holding as long as Peter, and you're wondering what will happen in a few months' time, probably the same thing that's happening to Peter. You'll be up 10 grand. Or something, you know, whatever the equivalent is of your investment, you'll be up fuckloads and that, and you'll be looking back at nowadays and you'll be thinking, wasn't that nice? And I put up with a couple of sweary words from Tradespotting, and I learned something. It was all worth it. Not only that you'll learn something, but somebody really generous in chat has been supporting the treasure hunt. So the $10,000 prize, which I had taken. This is another thing that pisses me off about people, like, turn off donations. It's like, mate, I've not made a fucking penny properly. Well, I have $1.94, $1.95 made off YouTube. $1.95 they've paid me so far. And they're like, turn off donations. And it's like, not only is that the truth, but before I even got to monetize or whatever, when I was getting to 5,000 subscribers, before I hadn't made, literally at that point, made zero, I adopted monkeys with everything I was likely to make in any near timeline. And then we approached 10,000 subscribers, and I was like, fuck, I have to do something. So I took, and the treasure hunt that had lasted for a year, the previous one, I took 10 grand out of my trading account, and I was like, that's money that I'd lived on, like, was using to live on. Like, literally, like, I live on my off trade to live, right? So I'm not like able to accumulate huge fucking massive positions in Bitcoin like these fucking, some of these YouTubers do. And they're like, oh, I'm pulling in $1 million on this thing here and that. And you're like, aye, good for you, mate. Like, loads of that came from fucking donations that, not even donations, but like links in your affiliate links, and like, and those kickback they got from them was on their own viewers being liquidated, right? That's where most of their money came from. And then they put that into trades like that are just shit and like take ages to pay off, and don't, because they don't need to take the money out to live off. Whereas I don't trade like that, and I have to take the money out to live off. And at the end of the month, I want to have like 10, I want to have money in the account that I can do it again the next month, and that's how I live, right? That's my life. So it took 10 grand from that, which makes your life harder, to put as a prize for a treasure hunt, right? When I've not fucking got even 10,000 subscribers yet. Never mind made $10,000 fucking dollars from YouTube, and that money is put in a. Anyway, I'm not going to go on about that because the whole thing fucking changed when somebody in chat started helping by supporting the fucking treasure hunt anonymously, right? Who's like someone who's a total legend here, and what was I trying to say? Oh, I got distracted by how fucking grateful I was there. And anyway, so like, someone tells me to turn off donations. It's like, honestly, mate, fuck off. And you can win 10 grand, right? And there's a treasure hunt. And on your way to finding the answer, you will learn loads about yourself, about trading, how to do it well, how to do it profitably. You'll learn little bits here and there about hedge funds are fucking you. You'll also learn how you can fight back. And you'll probably learn a lot about good entrances to take on GME. And then together we're all going to fucking change the fucking world. And one of yous will win 10 grand. No haircut till Moas. Oh, and answers to the treasure hunt. Like I'm always in danger of giving away clues by the way in which I answer people's questions. Like they submit an answer, and due to the nature of this treasure hunt, which hasn't quite yet been revealed through the clues I've been leaving, at least it has been from my perspective, but nobody's figured it out yet. The nature of it means that in me answering nearly anybody's submission is in itself some way of a clue. So I thought I'm not going to take these submissions in private anymore, especially because some of them are like so tempting to just chuck in a wee extra clue next to it there and it would break the schedule. So I'm not going to do that. So I'll only respond to them on Twitter in public when you tweet at me with the hashtag Tradespotting. Then I'll answer submissions, but I can't do it in private anymore. It's not fair on everyone. Yo, Jamie, is your shoulder sore? Yeah, it's like I've been fucking smacked on it, man. Yeah, and I think about it and move it a wee bit and it gets sore. I like unruly locks. I like unruly locks, says Diver Down. Suits your personality in a good way. Thanks. Well, I've had lots of different haircuts, as you'll see. If you can message me on, but don't about the treasure hunt on Instagram, where you see me and what I'm like. You see me, so you'll know what I'm like. If you think I'm not legit, check me out on fucking Instagram. I don't give a flying fuck, man. I am. Get ready. I'm about to make a fool of myself by submitting. What are you going to submit? Eddie, be same here. It's real situation. Yo. 380 viewers, right? So I'm guessing I'm not entertaining enough. Maybe I've not done enough TA, but I did do good bits there. I gave like what's probably likely to happen all of next week and gave targets for entries. And even discussed a little bit about option contracts. And we talked about some indicators there and how to use them. And I talked about what you could learn from patterns like this, which could have looked... Right, so you see that pattern there. Like we drew that on. Now, it's not particularly accurate, right? There are bits that could be slightly better. That, for example, that divergent recent top could be chopped off. As we know, like there was this divergence. So like let's discount the importance of that for the relevance of this thing we're doing here. And it's like fucking obvious, isn't it? Like look at it, it's really fucking obvious that that's what it is when you draw the lines around it, is it not? Right? I mean, isn't it? Right? I can't remember what it's like to be like I don't know everyone's level of experience in the audience too. Anyway, this is what this is, and before you draw that on, you don't know what the fuck's going on there, and like that's not happening because I'm drawing these lines on. It's not making price action do anything. Price action doesn't give two flying fucks about trade spotting. This is just what market participants are doing psychologically. They're like, whoa, don't know about that anymore. This was a strong move. Whoa, probably get it slightly cheaper, and then they do, right? And these people didn't stop liking the stonk. They didn't sell it. It was just a lack of buying pressure causes this type of formation on price action at these areas. Assuming that doesn't turn into a full-on breakdown, which like it doesn't look like it's going to at the minute, although we have gone beyond some of the fib levels I'd like to see us at. It does suggest further downward price moves, which they themselves might be a real bargain. Might be. Obviously they fucking are. What am I saying? I can't say it because it's financial advice, but it's fucking obvious. That might not even go lower. That might not even go lower. That looks good actually. And that's not divergent there. Nor is it divergent there. That looks quite good actually. The DMI looks better than RSI. Despite this bollocks. Anyway, what am I doing? Did shitloads of TA today, you know? And like the truth is that this will just be taken by people like AndrewMoMoney and others who'll put it on their stream. They'll get much more donations than I'm ever going to fucking get in my life on fucking YouTube. And they ain't running a competition giving you 10 grand. They're taking your money and they're putting it in shares and whatever and saying like, oh, I'll take more, put it more in if I get this and I'll get that. I'll do X, Y, and Z. I'm not got anything against anyone. I'm not really criticising them doing that because he's still buying the thing and whatever. And there's loads of different people doing far worse than that. And if I was directing my anger at anyone in the world, it would be somebody else. But the whatever. Just give me credit, when I'm due, right? Where I'm at here. Not on that, but what is this? Has Rory Kitty tweeted again yet? Has he? That's what I was going to check earlier. Rarang Kartai. That's the Scottish government. This one still, yo. So what day is today? Friday. Maybe he's having a drink. Hope he is. Hope he's having a nice time. I hope everybody, one of you, is having a nice time. I hope that you've got everything ready to have a good weekend and you're not stressed out with your trades and you're not in anything that's too deep that you can't handle. And I'll catch up with everybody on Discord or Twitter or Instagram or Reddit or where else have I got a fucking inbox nowadays? Anywhere you feel like contacting me and can find me. Don't send me messages on Reddit mod mail, right? Because I only check that once a month on that, and that's only because I only know I set it up Tradespotting like a month or two ago, Reddit, and so I forget about it all the time. So don't message me there. Don't message me on my Trading View profile. Like I'm never going to answer that. Like that'll get you guys see that next year sometime. Don't send me messages on LinkedIn. I will not open that app in order to respond to 99.9% of the people unless you're Bill Gates. I probably won't open that app to speak to you. If you are Bill Gates, send me a message on LinkedIn. I'd like to speak to you. I got some of that good shit. You'll want it. And then what am I fucking talking about? Can I run credits or something on these things? How does this YouTube shit work again? How's everybody? Where are you all from? This is Tradespotting. Here we kill hedge funds. Haha, I missed you on Reddit today. Was I on Reddit? And visit gift shop unreasonable t-shirt sale. Don't visit there. Don't go to unreasonable.shop. Don't buy anything there. Toss a coin to your Twitcher. Toss a coin to your Twitcher. That sounds like a funny phrase, but I have no idea what it means. Yeah, so if you want to have your business up here, tell me all about it. If you want to have any music or anything like that, tell me all about it. And if it's good, I'll put it on. If it isn't, I'll find it really difficult to tell you that I don't think it's going to appeal to the wider group of apes. But like, you know, I'm used to handing out rejection, so if you want that kind of thing, fucking submit it and take it on the chin. But guys, Tradespotting, this is a treasure hunt. It's completely unreasonable. Yeah, I can't actually comment on that. Sorry. I can neither confirm or deny the reasonableness of the treasure hunt. I can tell you that it's valid, that it's real, that there's plenty of people in here chat will tell you it's real. Oh fuck, that's what I thought when I went to make that cup of coffee and I came back and I'd forgotten about it. People have sent me clips of other YouTubers and they've been like, this guy's like this and this guy's crap now and this guy's like that and he's bad now and that, and it's like, that's all wrong, guys, right? If you've got it in your head that any YouTuber out there in particular is either a shill, a dickhead, or somehow got it in for GME, right? You're wrong, right? You're wrong unless that person is Graham Stephan, who for some fucking reason went out of his fucking way to make a video the night before last, telling everyone to buy AMC at the fucking top and saying that GME holders weren't loyal and that this was a huge distinction between the two. And that's totally fucking bang out of order. And a few people have said to me, yeah, go fuck yourself, Stephan. Other people have said, who is that Stephan guy? And other people have said, Jamie, why are you so annoyed about that one guy? And it's like, because that guy has influence over the sort of people who do silly things. And they looked to him for financial advice, right? That's within the nature of where his channel came from. He doesn't really know what he's talking about. And like anything I might say bad about anyone who covers GME, like which I've gotten out about, it's only because they're fucking taking credit for content that I've put years of work into. And I'd like to... It's disappointing when you see that happen and they don't get credit. It is disappointing. But it's a small point compared to that it's doing good for people. So overall, it's like net positive, right? If you believe in that sort of net positive shit. And then what was I saying beforehand? Lol, just joking. He's okay, but he was definitely over. I don't know who we're talking about there. Luke Spears probably knows what he's talking about, and I'd defer to him. If I've made a mistake, I'd actually probably go defer to Luke. Jamie has such an intense dislike of Graham Stephan. I like him, right? I watch his videos. I've subscribed to his channel. I think this guy's kind of pleasant. I think I'm impressed with how he lives his life and leads his life and does things. Right? I've not got a personal vendetta against him at all. Don't dislike anything about him. I just think that he's made a huge fucking mistake, a real big mistake, and that we should all tell him on Twitter he's made a mistake, because that's not us. And he's saying to millions of people that GME holders aren't loyal, and that's fucking bullshit. And it is the sort of FUD that will have an effect on a group of market participants who could potentially be our future brothers and sisters, and I don't like it. And he also directs them into AMC right at the top of the fucking market. And it's like, that's where you should direct your attention. So if you've got a problem with Bruce, who's a nice guy, right, and has got good experience and is valuable experience that you can learn from just by watching him put out free content on YouTube, I think he's a wholesome, nice bloke. It's like, I can't respond positively to people slagging him off and that. And people have been giving me, like, I think for some reason I'd have a problem with Warden. Warden's a top bloke, right? Every conversation I've ever had with him, I've come off thinking he's a nice guy. So build that into your fucking, like, when you're slagging people off. Like, I like them, right? I think he's a nice guy. So stop sending me messages saying other YouTubers are bad. But if you do want to send me YouTubers copying clips of YouTubers who are, like, stealing my shit so I can see it, that will piss me off. But I'll also be like, yo, can you please give me a shout out? And one day I'll be like on their channel saying, yo, it's me in chat. That's nice. Where did you learn that? Etc. And that'll be embarrassing for them. So give me a shout out before that happens, you know. And I'm not somebody to shy away from conflict. So you can imagine how this is going to end, can't you guys? Right? Because you can imagine, where Tradespotting will fucking take it, D Hucker Super Chad 190. Hey, yeah, Ned, spin the wheel, will ya? Yeah, Ned, spin the wheel. Right, I can't find the wheel. There is it there, but where is it on the screens? Is that it there? Is that the wheel? It is, isn't it? But it's below everything. Boom, wheel. I need Streamlabels open to spin it though, don't I? I haven't got that open. I don't. So let's just guess, right? Chat has to drink, right? Chat has to drink, and it's rendered on green, white, or yellow. You drink a little bit, a lot, or nothing. Like, white being nothing, yellow being a little bit, green being all of it. Close my eyes. And I did genuinely close my eyes, and it did genuinely drink on. You have to neck your whole drink. So there you go. Neck your whole drink. But don't drink irresponsibly, and this channel should definitely not get in trouble for saying these things. It's the wheel! Yeah, so, assuming I'm not too dead tomorrow, and my mum's happy and had nice company with her kids that she came to visit, and everybody's up for a Saturday stream, then we could do a drinking stream tomorrow. But you have to actually be drinking. Don't just come along looking for technical analysis, because price action won't have fucking done anything. It'll be a Saturday. I'll talk about all the things I've got here and why I learned what I learned. I'll help you if you want to learn those things. And I'll talk about price action and technical analysis for next week. And I'll do it with Rocky, and maybe we'll touch on some of the things that we were going to cover on about how to exit in extremely volatile, highly trending markets. I'm ready to know the moon. Worthy as Life wants to know when moon. That's on the tip of all of our tongues. Tell me why and where GME is going next week. Jamie, okay, tune in tomorrow. It's going to 279. Did I not already do all that, Worthy? I think that was a technical analysis I did today. I'm pretty sure it was. Like, I even have it on the background there. Look, if I hide this, there is your answer there. At some point, and then after that there'll be a bounce, and the top of that bounce will probably be in at around $330, and you can take that and say, look, Jamie, it didn't happen what you said would happen. And I'll say, well, give it a minute and watch and chart the path to the moon on Saturday. Okay, Rocky Outcrop, it's a date. Yo, it's a date. Nice. That tomorrow? Cool. I can't drink anymore. 5 years sober, but my best friend's arch drinker says, Daniel, you can't drink anymore. 5 years sober. Well done, Daniel. 5 years, that's it. You've cracked it now. 5 years, and there's no going back now. Well done. Tony Picus, do you think? I don't know, not jumping into someone else's conversation. That would be rude. Eddie, yo, good to see you, Eddie. Always great to see you. Daniel, can I still hang out? Yes, you can, Daniel. You can. Yes, you can still hang out, Daniel. Everybody's welcome to hang out. You don't actually have to drink. That sounded really irresponsible too. You don't have to drink. You don't have to like drinking. Yeah, Lama. Oh, YouTubes. I have a market still 5. Yeah, YouTubes, Japanese. So where are you from, Harker? You know all the Scottish chat. You must have Scottish friends. Sitting Bull, is your time machine out of the shop yet? Unreasonable.shop. Yo, it's not. I don't need my time machine to tell you the price action. It's like I'm from the future. The time machine is what took me back. I don't need to get in it every time to find out these price predictions. I already came from the future. I've got the almanac. I read it with Coco in the evening, and then just tell you the answers during the next morning. Good night, everyone. Says Kim. Good night, everyone. You are all such great people. Yeah, fucking right, you are. Honestly, you make life so much more fulfilling, and I love you all. Says Rocky. It's an emotional day, and he's true. He does love you though. Even that Tube Harker out there, we love him too. Oh, buddy, well, you can hope to see some of you tomorrow. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And where is the greatest? We haven't seen him in a couple of days. Where are you, the greatest? I hope you're alright and everything's going well for you. If you catch this, lots of love, buddy. Lots of love to everybody else who have missed messages from, haven't spoken to. Well, I could put up that advert again, but we already did that. Could put up the Rolling Quickie tweets again, but we did all of that. What else did we do? We listened to that advert. We did all of those things, and I think we covered everything, didn't we? We could end on a one of the Tradespotting reasons to hold, couldn't we? Why not, right? Because nobody fucking watches those videos anyway. Like this'll probably get 3,000 views or something, right? Now that's maybe an underestimate. Maybe it ends up getting more because it's a Friday and people watch it over the weekend. Maybe it gets 5,000 views, which would earn me a grand total of about $4 in advertising revenue, or maybe more, but not much, and I wouldn't get it for 8 weeks or something. Why am I fucking talking about that? I actually don't care about that. That's not why I do this YouTube channel either. Why was I actually talking about that? I did have a reason. Oh yeah, the number of views it will get. Why was I talking about that? Let's fucking figure this shit out. I have to do Sherlock Holmes on my own thoughts. It was to mean because the money you get for advertising, that doesn't mean shit all, so that wasn't what I was talking about. What was it? It was something. It definitely was a point I was going to make, but now it's lost in the ether. Gone, washed away, and an eternal stream of ethereal thoughts and dreams. Away off to continue getting wankered. Right, that was earlier. Top 10k, what a legend. Peter is doing well there. Good, congratulations, Peter. And Harker, the tube, we love you, buddy. Spin the wheel, hope you down that drink. That was the rules. I haven't sitting bull. It was probably Rocky saying something that made me say this. What the hell was it? I can't remember. What was it? I don't know. Anyway, love you all. I really do. Really appreciate it. And, oh yeah, there's t-shirts coming soon. Not from the Unreasonable shop. So there'll be, when YouTube give me a merch shelf below the thing, I'll put on Bing Bong t-shirts. They won't be like particularly high quality, probably. I don't fucking know at this stage, right? It's just like, if that involves me doing more work, I'll probably say fuck that. I've got other shit to get on with. Because this doesn't actually make me money, right? Not that it doesn't make me some money, just like it's not the time cost benefit. It's not worth it compared to other opportunities. So, and I need the opportunities. That's the way I live life. So, but I will be putting a merch shelf on there, and it'll have good stuff. I won't be selling shit, not with Tradespotting's fucking name on it. I'd rather fucking sell fuck all. Like, the truth is, I will stand up and say the quality of things at least decent. I'm not going to sell shite. And but they won't be like limited edition. Whereas that t-shirt on that shop, it is, and it'll have like all sorts of shit. I'm looking at getting NFTs and writing notes with everyone I sell and all the rest of it, and all of the other crap that you have to do, which is why. So don't buy it, don't go there. But it is limited edition. And got other stuff about it that might mean it's better putting it on the wall than wearing it. But anyway, these t-shirts are for wearing, like the bings and the bongs and stuff like this, and they'll be being designed by this really fucking good designer. Got in touch. Like, she's amazing, eh? She charges fucking top dollar for some of the stuff she does. At least I should expect so, because her fucking work's amazing. And she offered to do some designs or a design for a t-shirt or something. So hopefully with that at some point, and there's no rush on it. Like, totally isn't. She's doing it for free. So like, I'm grateful if it happens any time within 2020s. Like, if it comes before 2029, then that's fucking ahead of schedule in my books. But at some point, it'll be a t-shirt down there. It won't be that expensive, because I don't want to take the piss out of somebody who's doing free work for the cause, which is essentially what it is she's doing, right? She's not doing it because for any reason, anything I've done. It's because of like who we are. I'm a limited edition. We all are limited edition fucking fuckers ourselves. We're all limited edition fuckers. Like, we're all one of a kind, number one. Will never been before us, never be again. And all the infinite possibilities and coincidences and the twists of turns of fate that took to get us here. And there'll never be another person just like you, ever, never. You're a stand-up man. Thanks. That's very nice. Appreciate that. And so this chick's right. I call her a chick. That's super offensive. Probably don't want to do that. She's like, I actually call her a dude when I'm talking to her. She sound as. Anyway, point being, she probably doesn't want me to say her name right now. But when it's done, I would do. And put out a t-shirt there and be able to make it so it's not a rip-off. Like, I really am interested in making money off selling merch to people, like, in any exploitative way whatsoever. Of course I'd like to make money. Like, I'm not a fucking total twat. But the point I'm making is, fucking what is the point I'm making? There'll be a new t-shirt coming soon, and it won't be limited edition, but it'll be for everybody, and it'll be cool as fuck, because the person that's designing it at one point, sometime in the future, if not already, is going to be famous for the shit she does, because she's fucking good. I've seen her shit, and I loved it. When she got in touch, I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. And anybody else who's got any skills whatsoever, like the guy who did the animation that I put on at the start of my static videos, like, fuck yeah, that shit's amazing. The guy's so generous. Mikey. Legend, the Space Captain putting some working on some music. Rocky was trying to do that, get that sorted that recently. If anyone wants to work on music for stuff like that, fucking right, yeah. Like, I try to put it all on, but some of it gets copyrighted too, and then some of it doesn't fit like the mood I'm in that week, so then it doesn't get played, but it will do at some point. And so if you want to do any of that stuff, it's fucking appreciated. I absolutely love it. And it sounds like I am asking for stuff there, and I am. Like, well, I wouldn't necessarily ask you for money. I would definitely ask you to contribute any of your passions you have in any sort of way to the cause it's GME, and if that's rooted via Tradespotting channel, then it will benefit me, and I appreciate it, and I'd want to give something back. So, like, for example, with those t-shirts, the chick's designing, she didn't want any money for it. I keep calling her a chick. She's actually a dude. Anyway, point being, I'd love to put some money from it that comes into a sort of charity of her choice or whatever. And if you wanted me to do this, I don't do anything, I'd do the same thing for you too. Like, whatever charity it is, like, I'd probably just put the money in myself because you mentioned it, but I'd also want to do something. So if you're that way inclined, get in touch. Like, I want to work with people that do good things on every level, from the small to the large. And if you've got any ideas that you want to change the world, I'll help if any way I can. Right, so love all yous. Take care of each other. Be kind. Let's put on a fucking Tradespotting short why you should be buying GME, because it's fucking obvious if you don't already know. Look, who's that, and what is that, and what is this, and what's going on with that thumbnail, and what does it really say, and what else is going on right now, and is there something in that? What is that? Hey, chat. Shut up now before I say something. I didn't mean to. What was it? So spots. We do it for each other. Is that why we're doing it? Not many. See, like, this is what happens with the static videos, right? People watch the live videos because I talk about price action. So that's what people are actually interested in, even though I put so much chat in them. And then 319 of yous, fucking power to you, all power to you. Most popular videos, obviously, one of the legend himself. And then, like, these are the $35 buy, and this is Bing Bong, and this is how you do the squeeze, and then like, yeah. So they're obviously popular for a reason. But these live videos get far more views than the reasons to hold videos. It's like twice as many, but it's been out similar times. Nope, one day more. Anyway, point being, I don't know how many people actually like these or what, but maybe you do. So whatever, you deserve better. Shall we put that on? No, we'll put on this one, right? For each other, right? For each other. Shall we put on that? Looks like it's happening.
With MailChimp's recommendation smarts, you'll get insights on what people are more likely to buy next.
Business for somebody like ourselves. Need to assume that response. Do I want to put this on? It's not like all that like pumped, is it? Pumped? Are you pumped? As I've said before, I'm not a fan of the parasocial thing with YouTube. I want to feel as if I'm speaking to you directly. Also, I like to know what you're all about. You know, I like to understand the differences between people. Oh my god, this is really going to annoy me, this microphone. Pushing back. Right? What do you do when evil pushes against you? Do you push back? Do you feel an urgent need to assume that responsibility? I would ask you, do you find truth to be something worth pursuing? Or do you find virtue inconvenient? Which is entirely understandable position. In a world of counterfeit heroes and broken systems of power, it's easy to think that you as an individual can't make a change. That's by design. So if you walk around like a mindless, soulless, feckless fanny who thinks the only way to get along is to go along, with all the shit that went before you, then hey, I understand what got you into that position. I do, I truly understand. We understand that it is true, the systems of power are broken, and those who benefit are those in charge. The market, the dynamics, they're far too large and insidious for us to change on our own. We can't do it as individuals. You're expected to sit down, you're expected to shut up. Usually evil isn't so easy, right? Usually evil isn't so obvious. Usually it doesn't stand right in front of us asking for a fight. It's normally harder to pin down. Usually. Normally, it's not just the rules against us, right? But normally the disorganized nature of irresponsibility and that idea of collective responsibility, it undermines our efforts to be ethical. How can we go through every day knowing all the torture and pain that we inflict and is inflicted on us because of the systems in which we live? We can't face that every day. We have to shut some of it off. So usually we can't fight back because we can't find them. Normally, even if we do, we're too disorganized to do anything about it. And reasonable people are the ones telling us just to sit down and shut up about it. But this isn't usually. Evil stands right before us. This isn't normally. We have each other's backs. And we aren't listening to reasonable people. We're going to destroy our enemy so emphatically and violently that we change the world around us. And we have a meaningful course of action. We have a radical path. And it's simple. We buy and hold GME. This isn't financial advice. So this isn't usually, this isn't normally, and we're not interested in reasonable. We have each other's backs. If you feel alone and worried when price action goes against you, remember, there are millions of us. And if prices drop in any way significantly, millions more will join our ranks. So we're taking the meaningful course of action. We're taking the radical path. And quite clearly, we're buying GME, holding GME, and then buying more GME. And then we're buying more GME. And then Coco's gonna, like, you've already got half a share in GME thanks to somebody in the contribution from an earlier stream, Coco. How do you feel about that? You're up something like 60%. It's good, isn't it? You don't give a fuck, it's going to infinity. Yeah, you're telling me it is, Coco. And yeah, we're buying more GME. We're probably going to buy the shit out of it, 236 to 234. That's my prediction. Sure, it might go lower at 222, 227. Then probably people buy the shit out of it more, and then we'll keep buying it from now until infinity. That's what's going to happen. Doesn't really matter what the price is. It's not like we're selling it. It's just buying it, buying more of it, and buying more of it. Every so often we put in option trades when it's really popular time to do it, and when we know the prices are probably going to go the way we want them to. When that happens, we then take the profit and put it back into more shares and do the same fucking thing again, because we're taking it to the moon. We don't give a flying fuck who's in the way. In fact, the more people that we smash on the way past, the more stories we'll have to tell each other about it afterwards. It's going to happen. We're making it happen. We're not changing our mind. We were never going to change our mind. If we were even close to doing it, it would have been at the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars against us moves, where we actually bought more of it, and we're going to keep doing that. So go fuck yourselves, hedge funds. It's fucking game over. And also, what did I want to watch there? I was thinking I'd just put this on again, because fuck it, reason to hold. No, that's
whatever the day brings. Grammarly helps you.
We've seen enough of that. It's the other ones. Oh, I've done that again now. Arg. Need. Stop that. That's not it either. That's not it. I'm doing everything now. Bam, 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 bam. We have trained our whole lives with video games to beat the stock market high score. Due to the sick and twisted nature of people in this group, I'm not leaving. Nice. All of this stuff's awesome. He's a legend. Play chess with me. Don't know if that's a good decision, but you could think about it. Right, there's something somewhere in here that is, isn't it? Did I not see it? Somewhere in here. Ah, sugar. Somebody shared it here. There it is.
Closing time. Closing time.
And we hold on our shares. We're going to own the biggest company in the fucking world, and we're going to call it whatever the fuck we want. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want, because we're not listening to any of the shit that people put us through in 1998, in 2008, and they're trying to fucking do it again now. And we're not taking it anymore. We're not taking it anymore. We know what you did. We know what you did to our communities. We know what you did to our country. We know you did to our countries. We know what you did to the insurance companies that were supposed to provide for people. We know how you fuck things up now. And you're gonna get fucked up. Fuck!
Overtime. Overtime. Ugh.
And we're never, ever going back to reasonable land.
And that's true, you know, even if you're a paper-handed bitch, even if you're not in this till the end, even if you're not fucking selling it until we're in outer fucking space, anyone who's got a problem with that can get fucked. Thanks very much for everybody tuned in. Am I even still streaming? Have I ever been streaming? Did any of this ever happen? Will I still be here in a few weeks and months to come? Am I real? Am I a figment of your imagination? Did I shave my legs for this? Is that Coco or is that me? Is he real? I love you guys. Thanks so much. Fucking loved it. Fucking loved that video. That's from RiverJumper84 on Reddit. Check him out. Say hello. Say thanks for doing that video. Send him a message. Say Tradespotting fucking loves you. But he's was trying to say it on Reddit and didn't get through. But I suppose I will in the next wee while. I'm sure it is easy enough to send a message, and I'll send him one too. April, other than me and my brother, I agree. You got your brother out there too, Harker. Ah, right. You were saying this the other day. Well, I hope you and your brother are both well. Eddie B, bravo to everyone involved. Fuck yeah, damn right. Look at those emojis that Worthy's got up there. They're pretty fucking good. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Huge news, no? Love you, duder. Love you too, duders. Doodle-doodle-doodle-dooders. Love everybody here. You guys are all amazing. 288 people stuck right to the very last fucking second. Yous are legends. Thanks so much. I've got the old GME up in the background, so you might be confused about price action. We are indeed at 248. We are indeed, my friends. We are indeed 248.36. Was it above 250? No. Does it really fucking matter? I mean, post-market there's already above it again. It's not significantly below it. The truth is we're above 220, and we might not ever get back down to these sort of targets. You know, Bing Bong definitely happened. Those indicators are real. This is doing what we said it was doing. Everything so far is in line with expectations. In fact, we even said this was likely to happen rather than just possible. We said it was in fact likely. So, oh, the Spotify playlist. Yes, the Spotify playlist. You want to follow me on Spotify? Well, I'll reveal all on Twitter. So you better be following me on Twitter first. What about that for marketing stunt? If you want to fucking find the Spotify squeeze, not the Spotify squeeze, because I don't particularly want to squeeze Spotify. Don't care. It's owned by the music moguls already. What I wanted to do was share. Nobody cares, I guess. Maybe you're right, Evan. Maybe nobody cares. Maybe none of this is real. But if you do want to see the squeeze, I'll talk about it on Twitter. I'll share the link on it there. Not because I'm really actually trying to be all marketing weirdo. It's just because I don't have the link now. I'm not going to open my Spotify to get it, and I will put it on Twitter later because that's what I was planning on doing it anyway. I just happened to mention it here, but it will be on Twitter, and I don't particularly care if you follow me on Spotify or not. I don't think I'll ever get anything could care about anything less than perhaps other than LinkedIn. But lots of love. Did you used to hang out as on a psychedelic Discord? Who, me? No, I didn't. Apple Blossom, psychedelic Discord. Just joking there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it. Maybe you and the UK Peppermint Apes, I have no contact with them, could help each other out with gaining more visibility, and they can take advantage of the Zeitgeist having such a good name. The Zeitgeist. Yeah, there's a cultural zeitgeist. What's this Peppermint Apes? Is that what we're known over as over here? I have no contact with them. I don't have any contact with any fucking YouTubers. Like honestly, apart from Cosmic Lightning Warrior, who's a properly sound dude, and Jackson, your chap Jackson that covers AMC, really nice dude, and Rocky, really nice dude. That's it. No other YouTubers even know I exist. So if you're over any of these people, tell them I do exist and I'm good and I'd like to be their friend. Tell them. And I know about Lou from Wall Street. I think he's a dude, and I get sent clips by everybody else. I've only actually literally watched 10 minutes of Bruce, but I like him, and spoke to Warden personally, like him, and what else? Fuck it, I don't actually care. Rocky Outcrop's the best. Like, I mean, I could say anything I wanted about anyone, I felt like, and the truth is Rocky Outcrop's better than him, and that's all verifiable yourself. You just go over and watch 10 minutes of it streaming. If you don't learn something, you're fucking lying. Right, I love you guys. Love yous all. Happy Christmas. See you tomorrow, Doomslayers. No, yeah, I will see you tomorrow if yous are up for it. Let me know somewhere. There's plenty of places to contact me. Comes up in the bottom left of the screen there, eh? So if you want, just scroll back. You'll see all these places. Fucking what a massive donation from El Alamo. I see them on the ticker at the bottom. That's actually working. Carson donated too. Have I been missing stuff that I see there but I don't see here? Wow, a great stream that was. You guys are incredible. Thanks so much. What? Wow. Wowdy, wowdy, wowdy. What is your shirt made of? This shirt, you're talking to me, aren't you? This is a bumblebee pattern. I don't know what it's made of or who made it. I don't know where I got it or what it is. Might have been sent it. Might have been bought it by a girlfriend. I might have bought it myself. I don't, not the sort of thing I would buy myself. So I've probably bought it or sent it. And I can't turn around to look what's on the arm there, on the back, because I nearly ripped my shoulder off turning that much. It felt like I did. What time? Tomorrow? I don't know, mate. I don't know. But it'll be in the evening because I've got to see my mum and spend time with her. Make sure she's happy. Andrew, love you guys. Night, everybody. Thanks so much for being so good to Rocky and I this week. We both really appreciate it. You're absolute legends. You really are. And check out Rocky's video from earlier on today. If you haven't watched the start of it, it's brilliant. I actually wanted to get up and go outside and start smashing cars around after I'd watched it. Like, if you're the sort of person who wants to invest in AMC, like, and I mean invest, like you're not paper hand, like, then follow rather than watch Rocky's video this morning. If you aren't aware of everything that's going on recently, or you've got like a lukewarm opinion on things, watch that video. You'll have a brand new fucking perspective on shit. We are legend, and that is the perfect way to end it. We are legend. Thanks, guys. Ooh, that's not great for my arm either. Anyway, lots of love, and hopefully see you tomorrow, one way or the other. Love and peace. Thanks for everyone who donated and contributed, and all the new members, and everything else.